It's time to roll, time to slay, time to loot. Grab your dice, ready up, let's go!
Previously, on the Chronicles of Celestria, the mimics were slain, Baron Scoobleton was lost, and the chandeliers above Silverwind Manor flickered with the last warmth of a dinner gone dreadfully wrong. Sir Frederick returned with the guard, and the nobles gave their accounts. Lady Silverwind, ever composed, ushered the Bloodied Seven to each find a room with a bed, offering them beds, baths, and quietude. A kindness without condition. Sylas, Elirr, and Judge took a moment in the downstairs guest room, though Elirr's oily catapult mishap still simmered in Sylas's gaze. Judge, ever the peacekeeper, tried to douse the tension with reason, but not all the wounds were healed. Judge, in search of purpose, called to the heavens, and someone answered. Hildegard, goddess of the forge. She whispered warmth into his doubt. "I made you," she said, offering the paladin solace that he was not forsaken. Diego sought the comfort of drink and then sleep, curling up in a chair in the front room with a bottle and his burdens, later awoken by an untimely nightmare that cut like truth. In a panic, he tiptoed upstairs and claimed a darkened closet for a private slumber. Ashira bathed in silence before falling asleep, finding herself surrounded by mirrors, none of which showed her reflection, not one. As night fell, her sleep fractured into crimson visions of a mirrored room of blood, a horned figure beyond the glass, and an orb that was more than just light. Morning came with soft bells and velvet sunlight. Coravinia offered parting gifts, a bag of holding, gold, and a cracked pearl necklace of power, all of which tokens of gratitude and grief. With threads unraveling and new ones weaving, the seven departed Silverwind Manor and made their way toward the bustling Sylvanthal market in Merchant Row. En route to the Crescent Spur stables, where a new road and a new carriage awaits. This is episode 7 of the Chronicles of Celestria, Embers of Anarchy. Now, although we're a smaller group today, I discussed with everyone between the sessions about their trips through Merchant's Row to do a little bit of shopping off screen, where each of them had an opportunity to make a few purchases. We had Ashira, who tried to haggle her way for a potion, and with Nat 1, unfortunately, was unable to convince the vendor, actually leading to upsetting the vendor in the process. And he doubled his charging rates. Diego charmed that same vendor, buying Ashira a grapple hook and a potion for himself to fall asleep, as well as a couple additional bits and pieces. Zelentrus, charming his way through the market trading in not only his armor, but also putting a little bit of money towards upgrading to a studded leather armor, and then assisting in charming a vendor for a health potion, which he also provided to Ashira. Elirr purchased an alchemy's supplies, calligrapher's supplies, traveling clothes, a 2-person tent, and a bedroll, so that he's well prepared for the adventure ahead. Sylas purchased a health potion, 5 vials, and decided he would forage on the road to look for some herbs. Judge, stoic as ever, joined the others without buying anything. And Mirabelle managed to charm her way to purchase 2 additional healing potions at a discount. Today, we kick off where we ended off last session, in Sylvanthal City, at the edge of Merchant's Row, where you guys have just finished having this discussion. You've all bought bits and pieces. You've all had your conversations. Is there anything you do before you head to the Crescent Spur stables at the edge of the Gate District? Is there anything anybody wants to say or do before you head there? Yeah. Zelentrus.
Yes, DM. Can I please get my dagger valued?
Yes, that's a good point. I would say that as part of your discussion, maybe with the armorer who you met near the blacksmith sort of area, you would have probably handed over your ornate dagger and they would have said to you that it's worth about 15 gold pieces.
Okay, that's fair.
Because although it is an ornate-looking dagger, and it's got a gemstone in the hilt, the gem is small and worn, and the dagger is blunt, or at least would be hard to use as a weapon.
All right. With that said, and we can sort it out afterwards because I imagine it's not going to be that expensive. Could I buy the equipment to polish it and a whetstone for sharpening it?
Absolutely, I would say, yeah. We include. Let's say you basically take some used tools from there, and he offers it to you for maybe 2 gold for tools to sort of clean things up. But yeah,
that's expensive.
Okay, yeah, but you get the good stuff. It's an ornate dagger.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, you basically have tools to polish and sort of refine weaponry. Very nice. As you guys come to the end of the market, anyone else want to do anything before you head to the Crescent stables? Crescent Spur stables, I should say.
I would just... Diego, you were not there at breakfast. Are you alright?
Diego is fine. He's okay. If we could walk a little slower, that would be great.
I'm pretty sure that will not be a problem. Did you have breakfast? Would you like some? And as I sort of pull out the last night's chicken leg from my bag of holding, which is still wrapped in a bit of paper.
Why not? Thank you.
As yeah, you guys can trade rations, I guess, as you now have some breakfast. Perfect. Anyone else want to do anything before you head in? No? Perfect. Cool. We'll say that you guys arrive at the Crescent Spur, where before you, as you're looking out towards the main gates of the city, you arrive in, and immediately the scent of hay and fresh earth clings to the wind. As you arrive at the Crescent Spur stables, nestled just inside the eastern gate, there's a great wooden side that hangs from like a thick sort of looking iron chain. And in front of you are a bunch of different carriages. You can see there's at least a couple. Most of them look to be sizable for the city, maybe like smaller carriages of 3 to 4 people. There's a couple of horse-drawn trailers and carts. And then you notice that there's also a couple of the larger ones as well. As you arrive, you can see that the Crescent Spur has basically on the sign, it's like a golden horseshoe that's cradling what looks like another crescent moon, which seems to be quite a motif used throughout the city here. And inside that sort of stables, you can hear the sound of stamping hooves on the ground. You can hear some creaking wood, maybe of sort of the fence posts, and the distant chitter of the stable hands working fills the air around you. What you notice as you step in is, as I mentioned, there's lots of little carts and carriages, but there are 3 that look larger than the others, each distinct, each bearing a different kind of promise to them. Beside them are 3 figures, and one burly stone-chested dwarf scratches his beard beside what looks to be a board of rental fees. He looks to you all as you enter.
Aye, you must be the lot Lady Silverwind sent. Name's Darius Torneil. I run these stables. Got 3 carts left today for your size. Solid wheels, no trouble. Mostly well-behaved animals. You'll want to speak with the drivers to pick your poison. Rates vary. Personalities, even more so.
As you see 3 carriages ahead of you, would you guys like to say anything or do anything at this stage?
Maybe just take a look at which of the carriages looks the most presentable / sturdy.
So you...
Zel?
Yeah?
Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
No, you answer that.
Yeah, so what you can see in front of you is there's 3 large carriages. They're all very unique. From first glance, I would say that all of you can see there's the dwarven gentleman who was talking to you as you enter, Darius, who you were told to meet here by Lady Silverwind. And the three individuals are all very short in stature. The first carriage appears to have a gnome standing outside of it, an older gentleman. He's aged. He looks to be a bit weathered. The second carriage has what looks to be a sort of goblin gentleman. And the third carriage has what appears to be a halfling standing outside his carriage. The three of them look in your direction. They're sort of looking at you, and most are sort of tending to their animals as well. The carriages, if you want to approach them one by one, would you go one by one, or would you go all at once, have a look at them? Do you want a brief description? How do you want to do this?
Well, Zelentrus would kind of nudge Sylas and go, they mentioned talking to the drivers. You're a druid, right? Can you talk to animals?
Of course I can talk to animals. Like, that's a basic skill that normally every druid has. But do you think that's necessary?
Well, I mean, talking to the drivers is one thing, but the drivers could tell us anything. You could get an idea for the horses' temperaments if you spoke to them.
Would it not be a better idea to first talk to the drivers? Yeah, how they behave. And for example, if one of them is already passed along, we can like talk to the horses of the two of them instead of talking to all three horses. They may be telling lies. You can't trust animals like all the time.
All right. It's up to you.
But if we are there, then I can definitely start the spell to cast what I need to talk to the animals for.
How long will it take you to do that?
It has been a while since I did this. I'll have to look it up in my spell book.
Okay. Well, who should we go to first?
Let's speak.
How do you
Maybe I
mean to-
say this more quite quietly. Maybe the old man should stay behind. Yes, this is a couple of days' travel.
As you say this, you see that the elderly-looking gnome sort of fixes his glasses and looks towards you. He hops down from the seat that he was sitting on, and you can see his stature is a lot shorter than everyone else around him, particularly the two verdant stags, which are what pull his carriage. He steps forward, and you guys, I would say that you probably walk towards him as he looks at you.
Well met. You look like a folk of discerning taste and rugged necessities. I am Master Blicklethorn. This is the Lavender Charge, a fine model, suspended suspension, reclining rear seats, and windows of enchanted glass that reduce glare from the sun.
You would all see that behind him is an oak carriage, gleamed beneath the sunlight, trimmed in a golden filigree. It's sort of like got golden accents to it, with quite tall, high-rising doors. And what you notice, slightly different to the other, is that the wheels are padded with some sort of rubberized or maybe chalk of some description. It gives the impression of, at first glance, maybe upmarket or nobility. And you see that in front of this carriage are attached two proud verdant stags, and they both sort of snort softly as if aware of their own grace. They're like sort of, up themselves a little bit. And that elderly gnome has a sort of like a beige scarf around his neck, and then he's got these round spectacles that sort of frame the rest of his face. He also has white hair with a little bit of a ponytail, and he's about maybe 2 foot tall at the max. But yeah,
The stags are trained for quiet tread and elegance. Makes the journey feel more like glide than a gallop. Hello.
Sounds good, but I don't know what the rest of you think.
I have to ask. Do many people fall asleep in the back of your wagon?
Well, it has been known to happen on the road. How many are you?
Good.
Let's see.
12. I mean, no, 7, 6.
7? And not
7.
not one of you is a gnome?
It's at this moment you guys see, as I'll speak on his behalf, Elirr steps forward and speaks to the gentleman in front of all of you. But none of you know what he's saying, because he's spoken in Gnomish. The gentleman smiles.
How interesting, as he adjusts his glasses once again. Well, it seats 7 comfortably, storage underneath, and also on behind. Oh, and it has a fold-down writing desk inside. One of the chairs. Would that be to your likings?
Does it also have a sunroof? Because Judge can't sit down, if we remember correctly.
A sunroof? Well, I'm sure we
Yes,
could
like
adjust.
a sky roof.
Perhaps we could adjust it. I'm not sure.
As you guys
Maybe you
see,
can stand in the back or like something.
You could try. It's quite tall roofs. I could stand up in there.
as you can see that he's got the carriage here, and before you is this gentleman.
How much are
Can
we
you-
talking here for the
For the carriage?
for the rental to the Grove of Luna?
Well, I ask for 6 gold per day, feed included. Though, if your manners are as fine as your faces, I may accept 5 with a story well told.
And how many days is it? Sorry, to the Grove of Luna.
The Grove of Luna is about 3 days travel, 2 nights. 2 nights, I'd say.
Read it. Okay, so that would be 15 gold pieces there, 15 gold pieces back.
I suppose so, yeah.
So all in
Do we-
30 gold pieces.
Do we have to pay money to get only the cart back? What if we don't get back? Like, we might travel further.
Oh, well, that's not on me. That's on you guys. I charge by the day for the carriage, that is. It's the best in town.
I believe what Sylas, my friend here, is trying to say is, would we have to pay if you travel home alone?
No, there's
Without
always
us?
people traveling. If you want to stay at the Grove, then
Okay.
who am I to judge? We get business anywhere. People pay for the luxuries. Well,
Eh? Ashira's gonna just look to the other 2 to see if they step forward at all.
You can see
The
that
2 drivers?
next to you. Actually, can I have a perception check from you, Ashira, as you turn to look to the other 2?
But in the meantime, I will start my my ritual to cast
Sure.
the spell.
Ashira, as you look to the other 2, you can see that the one next to this one is it's a green sort of cart. It's got the halfling doesn't appear to be looking at you. He's tending to what appears to be a longhorn goat. You would actually recognize this with 18 as being a Terramoran goat. It's a longhorn goat. And he seems to be tending to them, brushing their fur. But what you also notice with 18 is that past that, with eyes just glaring at you, is this goblin. And he's sort of
Okay.
putting his thumbs together, watching, as if eavesdropping on your conversation. And Sylas will say that you're casting that ritual now. What do you guys do?
Would either of you 2 like to introduce yourselves?
You can hear the halfling sort of whistling away. And then you can see that the goblin gentleman steps forward to you.
Hello. Name's Brumble. Hey, you're adventuring types, right? Good. Name's Brumble. This here is the Charmer.
As you guys can see, it's a carriage that looks like it's been patched together from maybe 3 different carriages. It looks sturdy, it's low to the ground, and it's been shoddily painted green. Its roof appears to have what looks like almost straw or thatch holding it together. And outside the front of it, pulling it along, are 2 very tired oxen. They look like they've seen maybe wars, and the goblin at the helm, who's been chewing this straw, probably has 2 looking at him. He grins at you all as he talks to you, and he has sort of uneven looking teeth that almost, they just about fit together, but it's like really all over the place.
The charmer. Don't ask why. It's a long story, and there's a tavern girl involved.
He winks to you.
Oxen will pull you steady. Bit slow, aye. Yeah. But they don't spook easy. And, they love music. Cart's got room for all 7 of you. Just about.
As he looks to judge.
Tight quarters, sure. But, it's a cozy sort of tight, you know? So, the roof rack's solid as well. Don't want to hear anything about that.
And how much are you charging?
Oh, costs 3 gold a day. Feeds extra.
That's quite.
3.5 with hay, right?
That's a pretty heavy, in the nicest way I can say this, sir. The upgrade value to this gentleman's carriage is pretty spectacular in comparison to the offering here.
What? We got a side window that opens for shooting and puking, and there's even a floor panel for hiding stuff. Not that you need that, eh?
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Does anyone have any questions? Zell turns to the group with like a wry smile and like opens his eyes a bit and looks away.
No, not to the drivers, but I'll walk around the carriage, and I'll start my conversation with the 2 horses from the first driver.
They're actually 2 oxen, so they're like big hairy cows with horns. Do you start talking to them? There's a brown one and a black one.
I'll start to. These are like from the driver we spoke last to, right? The lowrider.
Yeah, this would be Brumble the goblin. Yeah, as you walk around, you start talking to them. What do you say?
Don't be scared. Hi, my name is Sylas. I'm a druid.
Help us!
Help!
Help!
Why?
My feet
What's
hurt.
going on?
I'm so
Is this driver not driving, like, taking care of you correctly?
Driver? Who's the driver? Black one. Do you know what he's talking about? I don't know.
The one that feeds you.
The one who feeds us. Oh, him. And they both turn to look to the goblin. Yeah. He feeds us. Old hay. None of that fresh stuff. But we're okay. We just... our feet hurt.
I'll give them each half a ration.
They gobble it down.
To feed them.
They gobble it down so
I
fast.
side eye with the rest of the group, like, no, this one is treating the animals bad.
As he's doing this, I'm stood next to Mirabelle going, "Oh, Mirabelle, my feet hurt. Have you got any more chicken?"
And I'll just start rummaging in my bag of holding. I'm pretty sure I got some left over.
I like sit on a nearby wall, start taking my boots off, and I'm just like, ah.
Have you been doing?
It was a rough night.
Well, you can tell me all about it later. It seems that Sylas doesn't really like this carriage.
I'm not surprised. It looks awful. I want that one. And I just point towards the fancy one.
Mm-hmm.
You and me both. But let's see what the third one has to say now.
So you guys turn to look at the third one? Yeah? Cool. Immediately, what you guys would see as you look at it is that it's this, it's a carriage that's painted sort of a forest green. And one of the details that you notice is it's got like golden almost like a 3-leaf golden flower or something on it. Sort of motifed around maybe shamrock or a 4-leaf clover, but it's a 3-leaf, so it'd be a shamrock. The carriage has a worn look, but it's got a charm all its own. It has a musical chime that sort of rings as the wind catches sort of the carriage. It's got wooden carvings sort of on it, and it has almost an overlook which sort of covers the driver that comes over the front. Outside the front of it is a halfling that stands proudly beside it, brushing one of the goats with what appears to be quite like loving care. He seems to be talking to it occasionally, and he has a whistle on his lips. And I'd say that for those of you with the keenest of eyes, you would notice that he also has a bit of a twinkle in his eye. Yeah, what do you guys do?
Perhaps we get back to you in a second, and excuse me as she goes over to the halfling.
As you step
Taps him on
forward
the shoulder.
to the halfling, he turns around. Ah, travelers I smell, and stories ye haven't even yet lived, no doubt. I'm Flanagan, cart bard, goat whisperer, and part-time collector of pretty sunsets. This beauty here, she's the clover coach. Got a lullaby in her wheel, she does. Sorry, you didn't ask. What can I do for you?
Well, you have a very good start already to your sales speech. But we're looking to travel to the Grove of Luna.
Grove of Luna. Oh yeah,
the
of course.
7 of us.
Not a bother. How many are you? 7 of you. Well.
Yeah.
There's room for 7, plus a cubby hole for instruments. As he looks to Diego. There's some. Maybe you want to put some flasks or sneaky wee treasures in there. I don't know. We've got bench cushions. Open roof option if you want it. And enchanted wheels that'll keep the ride quiet on stony trails. Oh, of course, can't go on without saying pickle and turnip here are well taken care of, I assure you. I charge 4 gold a day, but I'll pay the feed out of my own coin. Can't have my goats suffering just because I'm traveling with slowpokes, can I? But yeah. Would that suit you?
I mean, it suits me.
Sylas, what do you think?
Let me check. And I walk up to the goat.
Yeah. Do you start talking to them?
And yeah, I'll start talking to him.
Oh,
I just want to know how they are treated by this Flanagan guy.
Cool. What do you say to them as you come towards them?
I would extend my arm so they can like smell me, get used to me, and like maybe a bit cheerful, like matching the vibe of their drive. Like, fellas, how are things in life? How are you treated?
Oh, hi there, welcome. We're my name's Turnip. This here Pickle. We're two Terramora Longhorn goats. Flanagan takes good care of us. He sings us a couple songs every now and then. He feeds us carrots when we need it. Also, he's got a soft spot for Turnip in particular. But sorry, Pickle. I'm Turnip. But yeah, no, he's grand. He's grand.
Okay, and how many carrots does he feed you? Like, is it like one a day or like multiple?
Whatever. Whenever we're hungry, we sort of give him a look. To be honest, it's a mutual trust, respect kind of relationship we got with him. We pull the carriage and he feeds us carrots. Pretty good, to be honest. Can't complain.
And I'm sorry, I have to ask this, but did you mention a soft spot for Pickle?
Oh, he loves Pickle. Yeah, Pickle's his favorite for sure. No, I'm not. No, you're Dad's favorite. Don't be stupid with me. Come on. No, we're both his favorites, really. I just get the occasional extra carrot, that's all.
And do you think you guys are faster than those tiny ponies over there? And I wink like to the horses.
Oh well, Those guys. Who the hell are those guys? We're spirited, fast-footed. We're the quickest in the land. We've been all the way around.
That's all I needed to hear. Welcome. I think we got a good match, guys, and I just pat them like on the
Yeah,
on
they
the side
both
the heads.
sort of like lean forward as you do this and put their heads out. Very
dig up the
receptive
skin.
of this. Yeah. They're very receptive of the sort of affection that you're doing. I'd say that throughout this whole thing, Ashira and anyone else who's talking to Flanagan, you would notice that he's got one eye on Sylas talking to them, and after hearing him talk to them, he sort of nods slightly, almost like a reassuring, like, he's respecting the animals. So, I charge 4 gold a day, but I feed out of my own coin, so can't have them suffering. What'll it be? Will that do you? Or that's a nice carriage, that one over there. The guy's really nice. Varn, he's a nice guy, but this'll get you from 2.
Appreciate your honesty. Give me 1 second with the group and we'll get right back to you.
Not
okay?
a bother. I'll be right here. Take your time.
Sure turns around. And a pillow for your head, a sunroof for him over there who can't sit.
Halfling seems
Enchanted
like the best
wheels. What the goats say?
Do they not have both enchanted wheels? No.
I mean, do you want the other carriage?
A little bit.
What did the other one have? Did you
2
like?
stags. They had tinted windows so that the sun would not come through as well. It just sounds like a nice place to sleep.
Diego, I got a blindfold you can put on if you want to stop the light getting in your eyes. This guy just seems like the friendliest option, and seems like he treats his animals the best. Seems like there's... The other thing is, as well, the worry that I've got with that other one is it sticks out a bit, doesn't it? You could tell anyone who's traveling in it probably has money. There may be the risk of getting attacked, which could wake you up in the middle of the night.
I'll let you decide.
Oh, at least he takes care of the goats very well. They seem to like him. And the other guy, like the Brummel guy, the oxes were like, no, hell no. So might have a word with him too, but I haven't talked to the horses yet. I can talk to the stags if you like, but it seems like a fair deal.
Well, I don't mind, but I do agree with Zel that the other carriage will draw eyes. We would have not traveled with any carriages like that because it's trouble.
Yeah, the roads can be dangerous.
This one even has camouflage. Like, look at the roof. There's branches coming off of it.
Stylist, what did you say about the oxen one? They're tired?
They're tired. They're hungry. So I don't think that the guy really takes care of the oxes. So they might, I don't know, faint as soon as we leave the city, having more trouble. That didn't seem like a nice guy for his animals. I worry for them.
Okay, well, let's not choose that one. I'm fine with the halfling. That is okay.
We can always take turns walking. You can spread out on the back bench, okay? Take a nap.
It'll be.
Any other opinions on this one?
No.
Still good for me.
Okay, so
Let's
we
go
get...
with the
Lots of
little
money
one.
anyway.
That's the other thing. It is going to work out 3 gold cheaper, and potentially another 3 gold cheaper on the way back.
Let's go
So-
with this guy.
Okay. You spoke to him first. Do you want to take the lead, Ashira?
Sure. Flanagan, was it?
Yeah, that's me. No, yeah. So, name's Flanagan. You can call me Flinny or Flynn or anything but O'Hare, because there's many of us and we get very confused. So, Flanagan would be great, yeah. But, yeah, what can I do for?
Well, we had a little discussion, and if you are free, then perhaps you could take us to the Luna of Grove.
Absolutely. No bother at all. I'm actually a traveling bard myself, so, if we're going that way, if we stop for the night...
We should choose the other one.
Oh, you want the other one? No worries if you're...
No, it's fine. It's
You
fine.
look tired, you're right.
You look...
Sorry to say that to you, sir. Just,
I don't suppose, in your wondrous wagon that you do have here, do you have anything that assists with sleeping? Our friend is just, he's had a few rough nights lately.
I don't have anything that'll help you, but if we stop tonight, as I said, I'm a somewhat trained musician, so I can sing you to sleep, if you like, or wake you with tales of gods and goblins and things like that. Choice is yours, obviously, but there's also bench cushions, which you can take out. They're very comfortable. I mean, you can borrow them if you want on the road. Might help you, don't know. Or it's entirely up to you, to be honest. What'll it be,
I'll pay
guys?
for it.
Oh, you're paying for it?
How much was it?
Well, it's
4 gold a day?
4 gold a day, yeah.
Here's 12 gold.
12 gold, but up front? I don't need it up front. That's awfully kind of you.
No. I'd rather pay you now, and then if you get robbed, that's your fault.
Right. I see how it is. Well, normally the road's pretty good around here.
Not by us.
I hope so. I don't even know your names.
No.
I introduced myself.
Diego the Lucky.
Diego the Lucky, and you lady are... the horn lady.
Mirabelle.
One...
Ashira.
Other lady. Sorry, I interrupted you. What was your name?
Mirabelle Moreau.
Mirabelle Moreau. Wow, that's fancy. Sounds like you're from Stonehaven. Yourself, sir, as he looks to you, Zelentrus.
Zell's just shaking his head as soon as he's had the lucky, and he goes, my name's Zell.
Zell. All right. That's an interesting name for a fella like yourself. But all right. Usually you got longer names. And yourself, sir,
Don't worry about it.
With pickle and turnip, did they cause you any trouble? Sorry.
Name is Sylas. Thank you.
Sylas. That's a nice name. You guys got great names. Flanagan's a bit long.
This is Elirr and Judge.
Elirr and
Not the
Judge.
talkative types.
Judge. All right. Welcome, Elirr and Judge. You look like a... Yeah, all right. It's going to be cozy, but there should be enough space in the back here. Yeah. He opens it up as you guys are standing there, and you can see that inside there's actually a lot more room than you anticipated. You guys can see that there is basically like a bench that runs either side of the carriage and sort of goes around the back as well. In the middle of the floor, underneath, like between the two benches on either side, there appears to be like something you can open up to put stuff into, maybe like a cabin hole or something. The cushions along the outside do look comfortable. They're sort of a red color. It looks like soft, maybe silk around the outside, and they do appear comfortable or soft. There is what looks like a hatch that sort of winds to open on the roof. And you also would notice that there's sort of a window like shutter that goes between the carriage where you guys would be and the driver in front, so you could actually talk to him if you wanted to. In addition to this, along the sides of the bench, there's actually a little bit of a curtain that you can pull along that runs along the ceiling, so you'd be able to sit separately should you so choose to. I'm really struggling not to go into the Irish accent. Anyways, as I describe this, but yes, that's what you guys would see. What do you do?
Well, shall we start packing our things in and get ready to go? Before we do it, Sylas, do you have 2 moments?
Yes, of course. What's on your mind?
Come here, and I'll just step away from the group just a second. You said those oxen were really tired, no?
Yes.
Do you think it would be a good idea to ask, what was his name? Grumble? If he would stay in town for a couple of days? Maybe we pay him up front?
we can either pay him or we can like file a complaint against this guy because this can't stand.
Well,
that-
I don't know if the oxen are speaking truly. You said yourself they're not always, truthful. But if we at least paid for a day, then they would rest for at least a while. No.
That might be wise. Might also chuck in some gold for decent food.
Food. Yeah, good.
They were very, very hungry. They gobbled up one of my rations like in one bite.
Okay, let
So
me go.
we should.
Brumble.
Brumble it is, yeah. How can I help you, sir?
Hey.
You chose the right carriage.
Yeah,
Welcome.
stop speaking. Could I ask for you to remain in the city for at least one day for us?
Wait, what do you mean?
I want to
going
put you
tomorrow?
on hold. I want to put you on hold for one day.
One day? Yeah, I can do a day. Sure. You have to
Here
pay
you
me
go.
up
Look,
front.
I will pay.
6 gold,
Of
by
course,
the way.
of course. No. You said a different amount earlier.
Oh, but I have to pay the fee to stay here.
Yes. I can see that you are full of shit. What I will do is I will pay you the amount that you quoted us a minute ago, and then you make sure that the oxen get fed, ready for tomorrow's venture.
Can I have a persuasion check from you, please?
Sure.
It is at a minus, right? Oh, is that still +4? With 11. Yeah, okay.
It should be +8, but because of exhaustion, it's +4.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still +4 is nuts. You rolled an 11 with that 2 levels of exhaustion. Yeah, with an 11, he sort of begrudgingly nods to you. All right, yeah, okay. I'll keep it here for a day or so.
24 hours. That's all I ask.
Yeah, can do that.
Okay, great. How much for the day?
Oh, it's 3 gold a day. Feeds
Yeah,
extra.
Yes, look, take 4. Here you go. Make sure you get good feed. It will be a big venture tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So you're coming back tomorrow?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I'll feed him up.
Good.
Okay.
Bye. I just walk over to the other carriage.
Bye. As you walk away, yeah, you can see he pockets the gold and sits back down on his carriage. As you guys are standing in front of the carriages now, Darius, the dwarf who you saw as you entered, comes over to you all.
So, which ones are going to be then? What are you going to do? Did you guys decide on one or what?
Didn't we give you the money already?
Oh, you paid him. Oh, okay, go for it. Yeah.
No.
You're going
No,
with the Clover Coach, are you? Don't
Oh, it's
worry.
Darius we're
Going
talking
with
to.
Finnegan.
Sorry, I got confused with the accents.
Whenever I talk to Flanagan, he just the accent rubs off on me, laddie. That's all it is. But you're going with Flinny here.
Yes, and I've also paid Brumble to stay for one day.
Right. Okay. He's
On hold.
overdue on
We
his
have
payment.
We have some friends, so they'll be catching up, but they're coming tomorrow. Paid,
No worries.
for him to hold on.
Yeah, sounds grand.
Make sure he doesn't leave today.
Won't be going anywhere anytime with those guys. Those oxen look exhausted.
Good.
But yeah. All right. Flanagan.
As you can see, Flanagan turns to him, hops off his carriage, and you can see he sort of flicks a coin to Darius, and Darius catches it. There you go. And he then turns to you all and says, "All right then, are you ready to go? Everybody ready? Hop on in."
Yes, let us
Yeah,
just crank the sunroof. And I start cranking it for Judge.
Yeah, you guys all hop in. I'd say the judge probably sits at the back of the carriage, like in the middle, taking up the most of the space. As he goes
Sorry,
in,
Did you say sits?
sits, yeah, goes in and sits in the back. But beneath the sunroof where that comes in, because he does know how to sit. Because he's been on carts before, so he does know how that works. But yeah, he sits down. Elirr's next to him at the back of the carriage. The rest of you, is anyone sitting next to anyone in particular? I'd say that what you guys notice as you do so is Judge sits down, and it's almost like he's on a sentry mode maybe at the back. He's sort of aware, but not really doing much. He's just there. Elirr goes in, he sits down. He actually pulls the curtain a bit, maybe ashamedly, and sort of sits in his chair, shy. You probably get the impression maybe he was keen on the sort of gnomish one as well, having spoken to the driver a little bit. Yeah, what do the rest of you do? Do you hop in as well? How do you sit in the carriage?
I will hop in the carriage, but I will not sit near Elirr for obvious reasons.
Okay.
He'll be a bit pissed, so I want to keep it a nice ride.
So there's like a space or two between you, yeah? Cool.
Yeah.
Zell will get in and purposefully not sit between Elirr and Sylas.
So you're probably sitting opposite Elirr, so we have sort of Judge, then Zelentrus, Elirr, 2 spaces Sylas, and then there's 3 spaces next to Zelentrus. Where are the rest of you?
No. Zell is also not sitting opposite Elirr.
Right.
Zell would sit opposite Sylas, maybe.
Okay, cool. How are the rest of you getting in? Anybody sitting next to anyone in particular? That's more the vibe I'm trying to get. No, you all just hop in?
Not necessarily, no. I mean, I reckon Diego will have extra space so he can lie down, but...
Mm-hmm.
I will make sure that I take Judge's pillow, and I will have 2 pillows.
Cool. Yeah, I imagine Judge would just not care and just hand it to you. But yeah, so you guys all hop in. You've selected Flanagan O'Hare, the Clover coach, as your carriage. Yeah, so you guys decide to head into the city again. You start making your way. Flanagan turns to you all. Grove of Luna, just to remind me, it's a little bit off the main road. We're gonna have to do 2 stops at any stage. Would you like me to let you know when I see somewhere, or is there a specific place you'd like to stop along the way? How are we doing this? I can get you there.
Whatever's good
the
with
best.
Perfect.
Yeah, whatever works.
Perfect. I know the perfect spots. I've stopped a few times along this here. Hopefully my brother's not doing his journey. Should be fine. All right, let's go. As you guys exit through the city gates on board the Clover coach. Now, I bring you all to the regional map of Verdantara, where you get to see sort of the overview of the area. I'd imagine that this is the kind of thing that you'd probably have in the back of the carriage, a basic map that Flanagan probably has as part of his sort of tour guide, maybe traveling companion thing. So one of you might pull this out and see sort of the area. But yeah, you guys are currently in Sylvanthal City, which is over at the front here. Hold on, let me just move this. You guys are basically leaving here. You know that it takes about 3 days travel. You're going to head down this direction all the way down south, and then you'll come to a point where you'll either have to go through the forest or on a sort of off-road forest path towards the Grove of Luna, which either way could be faster or slower depending on traffic or what you guys might see along the way. Cool. So in terms of how we're going to be doing travel in this campaign, because this is the first time you guys are leaving the city. Congratulations on getting here. It took 7 episodes. We are now here leaving the city, and I'd say that the very first thing we're going to do is I will describe to you what you guys see. So as you guys leave the hustle and bustle of the city, you cross that drawbridge out the front gate of the city, past all the guards. Flanagan obviously waves them down as you're leaving. They maybe do a quick check of the hull. They have a look at what's in there. They maybe peek through the windows. You guys would see city guards looking in. But yeah, you guys leave the city. And as you guys sort of arrive to basically the forest line, you notice that the path before you is basically a mixture of dirt, rock, grass. It's very natural. It's obviously traveled. Carts have been along here. There's tracks of carts, maybe horse steps along the way, but it's a lot more wild than the traditional roads that we would know in the modern day. And as you guys enter the roads, you'd see that the sort of the golden green light that beams from Sylvanthal's outskirts or outer city with like the torches and braziers along the walls, they filter out as you look back. They filter through the forest canopy, and yeah, you guys start to see it disappearing into the distance. Before you see nothing but open road. Forests on either side, tall trees, and forests that seem to go on and on for ages with nothing in between. There's the occasional maybe animal that you spot, a deer, a stag, could be a rabbit or a hare. But in general, as you guys are traveling along, you can feel that the carriage wheels are creaking across the moss-kissed stone beneath you, and ahead, the road sort of coils through the forest. It's not a straight path. It's almost like a serpent sort of goes through the hills, past all sort of the major cliffs or edges. Maybe there's some water features, the occasional river. And as you're going through, you would hear all sorts of birds singing and chirping. It's about midday as you get on your way. And what I'd like to do is have you guys select somebody to please roll for me a d20 this afternoon. Who's it gonna be?
I say the exhausted one.
I say Ashira rolls it.
I think we test the lucky theory. That's all I'm saying.
You want to test lucky? Well, if you want an uneventful day, I'll roll. That's fine.
What do you guys want to
Sure.
do? Who's it gonna be?
Uneventful day. Go on, Diego.
There we go. Well, look, you want to see the luck pouring through right now? What am I rolling? Just a d20?
Flat d20.
Look, you want an uneventful day? Here you go. 16.
Wow.
You get attacked.
Perfect. Now,
That's how many enemies there are.
I'm
What's the worst one?
I'm a big advocate for trying to do most of this without having a map in front of us, so we can go with theater of the mind, have a discussion about how things are going. What you guys will see with a lot of these situations is it's very rare that I'll pull you into a map, but if it does happen, who knows why that could be. This time, however, with a 16, Diego. I'd say that you probably maybe noticed this first. Ahead of you, you hear creaking, and you hear Flanagan come to a halt. The carriage sort of stops. All of you would notice this. He opens up the door between you and him, that sort of window carriage. Guys, we got a bit of a problem out here. You see, the thing is, I'm used to this bridge being here, but it looks like the bridge has collapsed. No. There's two ways we could go. We can either go across the river with the carriage. I reckon we could do it. The guys are pretty good, pickle and turnip. They're longhorn goats. They're actually made for this kind of thing, so you're in good hands here. Or we can try and take a route through the forest to get around it. Up to you guys. I reckon we can get it through. What'll it be? I need someone to make a decision here. You, sir, as he points to you, Diego. What's it gonna be?
What? I was trying to sleep.
Through the water or around it? Through the forest? What's your recommend?
Well, I feel like through water would never be a good idea in a carriage, so let us go the forest.
Okay, perfect. I might add a little bit of time to the journey, but you guys all okay with that? He looks to the rest of you.
How much time?
Well, if we're going around the river, I can tell the river's coming from over there. There's got to be a crossing point further down through the forest, but very hard to say. Maybe an hour.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, all right. As he closes up the door. Can I have then, please, a perception check from the group? So everybody, if you could roll a perception check for me. As you guys, you can sort of hear Flanagan turning the carriage, and you guys start to go off route. It's a bit more bumpy. So we have 5 from Zelentrus, 22 from Sylas, a 10 from Ashira, an 8 from Diego, and a 6 from Mirabelle. As you guys don't notice anything. Sylas, I'd say that with a 22, It is a group check, but Sylas, you notice that there are a lot of animals around. There are animals in this forest here. I'd say maybe you can feel it on the wind. That's how I describe it. You don't know what they are. You just feel that there's a bit of animals on the wind. But time passes. Nothing happens from it. You guys just wouldn't notice what they were. But yeah, as you guys continue around, you end up going around the river. And some time passes. He gets back onto the road. And you guys get to about here, where a crossing shows a slight hill up onto the right where you may be able to stop and camp up for the night. Alright guys, he opens the window. Here we are, as you can hear, hey! And he pulls on the reins. He sort of knocks on the door and then opens it up. Guys, so it's now, well, judging by the time, it's about 10 o'clock here. I don't really feel very safe putting him on the road. This is one of the places I've camped up before, never had any issues here, but we can try and regain that hour. We might have to camp somewhere else I'm unfamiliar with, but I know this area is safe enough. We've got the Grove of Solara is actually just down the road there. Couple days away, but day and a half maybe. But we could camp here for a night and then maybe continue tomorrow. I don't want to put the pickle and turnip through too much. They've already gone through the forest and, you know, it's a bit longer than they're used to. What do you guys think about that?
Sounds like a solid argument.
Works for me.
Yeah, perfect.
I agree.
Good.
I would say that as he sort of steps down, you can hear that he sort of drops the reins, steps down, and maybe starts to go over towards the two goats. The rest of you, as you step out from the carriage, you see before you is a clearing off the road, slightly raised above the ground, that offers what looks like a decent vantage point, as the hill that it's sort of set on looks over maybe some mossy covered stones, and it has the occasional sort of light flickering from the forest of maybe fireflies in the air, that kind of thing. But you're off the main road without being too far into the forest. It's clear that other people have camped here before. What do you guys do?
For anyone who could notice, is Sylas, who is stepping out of the cart. He is much more relaxed than he is when he was in the city. He's like, oh, I know these. Well, I feel these parts. I feel a connection with these parts, instead of the hustling and the bustling in the city, which almost drives him insane. So he has a very relaxed air of him, like sniffing in the air, enjoying every plant, every tree around him.
Yeah.
Very nice.
When Ashira gets out of the cart, she starts up setting up her tent, and it's like, if you look at her, it's not even thinking about it. It's just like completely automated. It's so natural to her. Like, she's done this hundreds of times. The tent's set up in like a couple minutes, and it's just dirty.
Very nice.
As Zell's getting out, he'll turn to Diego and say, keep me company and I'll put your tent up for you. I can see that you're maybe not in the best condition to do it yourself.
When you say keep your company, are you trying to share a tent with me?
No, I'm saying sit down next to me because I wanted to ask you something anyway, so I figured I may as well do your tent while I do it.
Oh, good, because I wasn't sure if you were trying to hit on me or not. And then
No,
he sits
Diego,
down
that's
next to
not
the
going to
tent.
happen. No, Diego, that's not going to happen.
Diego just looks at you like,
No.
yeah, and he sits down.
Cool. And yeah, Zell will start setting up Diego's tent
Perfect.
before doing so.
And Mirabelle.
She'll get out and also just set up her tent, but it's been a hot minute since I've had to do something like that, so I'm a little bit more clumsy than Ashira is. After, Ashira took a couple of minutes, maybe it took me like half an hour or something, but then I make a fire and that goes ridiculously fast.
Very nice. So yeah, you set up your tent. I'd say that you set up your tent and you go to set up a campfire, and you set up a little campfire and immediately just set it ablaze, and the rest of you would see this lights up the area around you, as all of you then have your campfire ahead of you. And I'd say that Elirr sets up his 2-person tent, and Judge basically sits down on a log nearby. Maybe he pulls it in and pulls in another couple for the rest of you as well. As you have basically the lot of you sitting down around the campfire, you'd notice that Flanagan has taken off the stirrups and everything. He's taken off the reins. He's taken out the chew that the goats had. They're basically free at this stage. They're not chained up in any way. They look to be quite happy in this state. And to be honest, Flanagan looks very chilled. He's basically put some food out for them. You can see he's basically got almost like a bag of carrots, a potato sack of carrots that he's just dropped on the ground. There's literal just carrots coming out, along with some hay as well. And he's sort of grooming them and looking after them. But yeah, some time passes as you guys all set up your tents. You're under the open sky, out in the fresh air. Sylas, you can feel the ground beneath you, in the forest again, back in your environment. What do you guys do? As it's around about 9:30, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, I'd say, where you guys have finished. Maybe a half an hour passes 10:30. It's around 10:30 at night. It's late. You've got a warm campfire in front of you, courtesy of none other than Mirabelle. What do you guys do?
Is it all dark outside, or is there still some sunlight?
It's very dark. I would say that at this stage, you guys would actually see that there's stars above you and the moon is coming out as well. You would have seen the sunset maybe about an hour ago. So it's now very dark. All the light around you is coming from either the stars and moon above you or the campfire in front of you. There's the occasional, as I mentioned, there's the occasional firefly in the forest around you, but otherwise it's very quiet, very calm. There's a gentle breeze.
Looking upon the stars, Sylas will take out like some sort of notepad. He just starts to like draw constellations that he sees in the sky, to learn them, learn the patterns, but also get a little bit of familiarity around in the region to try to pinpoint where he is exactly. While doing that, he is like open for anything. So, but that's what he is doing.
Perfect.
I guess I'll approach him and I'll be like, Elias, can I ask you something?
Of course. What is it?
Well, after the combat with the mimic, I really ruined Ashira's dress. You have that thing that fixes clothing, no? Is there any chance you could fix Ashira's dress? I'd still feel horrible about it.
Oh, you mean the anvil?
Yes.
Yes, it fixed like Diego's tunic, so I'm not like it should fix the dress, right?
I don't know. It was given to you, no? You should know it better than me. But I mean, if you would like to try, I would greatly appreciate it.
Yes, we can. Want to try it now, or like before we go to sleep, or how do you want to do this?
Doesn't matter to me. Whenever you have the time. I mean, we have all night, I suppose.
Let's set the anvil up in your tent, and then you can place it whenever you like, and we'll just see tomorrow morning what's happening.
Merci. And I guess we'll just go do that.
Yep. Ashira, what are you doing?
Ashira is sitting by the fire and just, I guess, similar to Sylas, so it's fine not a sort of a breath of fresh air, just to be moving again and not being stuck in one place is nice. Well, Zell, it must be have been a long time for you, no? That you've been on the road? 6 months, was it?
Yeah, it's been about 6 months or so since I was last on the road. But I don't know, I'm used to it. There was a lot of traveling in my youth, so yeah, it's nice. You'll notice that Zell doesn't have a tent, and Zell's just kind of set his bedroll up underneath a little bit of tree cover at the corner of the clearing.
you didn't think that maybe a tent would be good?
Oh,
Before-
I didn't have one when I was younger. So I guess I'm just kind of used to it. It doesn't bother me, honestly. I kind of prefer it.
You're saying you were well traveled, but then didn't use a tent?
It
It's no judgment.
was-
I'm just confused.
it wasn't really an option. I didn't initially plan to go traveling. Does that make sense?
Sure, but well, look, from experience, I don't know, maybe your blood is different to mine, but mosquitoes and all those weird creatures, they like to bite, and the tent helps with that.
Oh,
Afraid.
they tend to kind of stay away from ASMR blood.
Never thought about that.
I mean,
What
admittedly, some insects are attracted to the glowing, but I'm usually asleep by then. This is just
Oh,
how I'm used to it. It's fine.
whatever
If it
floats
rained,
your
I'd find a
boat.
cave. If it rained, I'd find a cave or somewhere that had a little bit of cover for the evening. But for the most part, it was fine.
I mean, whatever floats your boat, right? If you like sleeping under the stars, then no one's gonna stop you. What about
I'll
you,
be okay.
Diego?
As you look towards Diego, and in my brain the camera pans to him, he's like swatting mosquitoes currently as you guys are talking about. What? Hello?
Maybe you sit next to Zell and then you won't have that problem, apparently.
I think I need to get closer to the fire. And then he like crouches down in front of it. Did you ask me a question? Sorry.
Just making conversation. How long has it been since you traveled?
Oh, how long have we known one another?
You and me?
I mean, as in recently. Like, when did we last? When did we meet recently? 3 days? 4 days?
A few days ago, yeah.
That was the last time I traveled. Yes. Took me 10 days to get here on foot from Elderglow.
Elderglow? Huh.
Yes, I got a little lost. Walked through the forest, but found my way to Sylvanthal.
I think our paths would have crossed eventually then, even if it wasn't for where you were maybe intending to go.
You came from Elderglow too?
No, it is Everglade, which is on the opposite side, but we clearly went from both towards the same place.
Yes. Well, I'm sure we would have then, yes. Even if it wasn't Sylvanthal. But yes, that's the last time I traveled. One quick question. Ashira. Where are your family?
Oh, well, I assume they're still on the road. I saw them not that long ago, maybe, well, what is it now, 2 weeks ago?
Okay. They're doing well?
Yeah, they're, it's Grandpa's getting on a bit, he's getting older, but we're still doing okay.
Good.
Ariel's
good
doing
bunch.
good. Yeah.
Ah, good to hear.
But yeah, it's been a crazy year, and the last few months have been a bit busy, and yeah, I had to go leave them be for now. They couldn't come with me.
You can see that Diego has like a question that he wants to follow up with, but he's not entirely sure if he should ask in present company, so he kind of like keeps dumb for a second.
Okay. Ashira will take a sip of her drink and just sort of like nod at the same time and sit back, and that's it.
Sounds good.
That will break the silence and just quickly say, Diego, I meant to ask you something when we were setting up your tent earlier, but you fell asleep basically as soon as you sat down, and then just kind of kept waking up and then falling asleep again.
Oh.
It was really weird. And I thought it was best not to bother you.
That's okay.
I wanted to ask. I didn't get a chance to respond to you because I was a little preoccupied with the pain. You asked about my fighting experience, but I didn't ask about yours. I noticed you don't carry a weapon. Is this something you're confident with, or?
Oh, well, look, I always say that I am Diego the Lucky because I manage to find my way out of situations, not using violence usually. Occasionally, things must be dealt with, I understand, but, if I can avoid it, then I try. I don't have armor or a weapon because, well, to be honest, I've had no training with either, so I wouldn't want to use one. But I can cast a little bit of magic here and there that protects me for the best part.
But Diego,
Fair
I
enough.
thought you said that didn't you train with like the coalition or something? Do they not train you with armor and weapons?
I was with the coalition for a short time, but it was more as a political figure, not combat. I was to be trained to be a spokesperson for merchants and traders.
Ah, okay,
Yes.
yeah,
More like
Different
diplomatic
branch.
side of things. Yes, exactly.
right.
You were with the coalition?
Was. Is that the problem?
No. When, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, good question. Just shy of 2 years ago, maybe?
Oh, okay.
Based in Stonehaven.
Zell looks uncomfortable at the revelation.
Oh, you have reminded me. Lady Silverwind. Mirabelle. Sylas, you might as well come too. Sit down. I wanted to bring this up, but I felt like I couldn't with Lady Silverwind present about her husband. You know that he passed away. I actually know a little more about that situation, but I felt like I didn't want to bring it up because there's no conclusive evidence. But in Stonehaven, there were multiple attacks on different people from all over, left dead with puncture marks. In the Pillars district, the central hub. It was quite... Yes, it was never deemed... obviously, there was speculation of, like, vampiric or other things, but there was no, like, concrete evidence as to what actually happened. But there was more than just the one individual that had passed. And I thought to bring it up, but I thought it might not ease her pain. So I thought I'd wait till a moment like now.
Sylas will be pulling up his one of the pants from his legs. Do you mean puncture wounds like these? Like where the mimic bit him in the leg, dragging him inside.
It's at this moment where Elirr shyly turns away from you all and steps into his tent. I'm going to read. And he goes inside to read his book of gnomish incantations. And you can see that Judge is constantly... Actually, whilst you're having this conversation, Judge just appears to be looking around. That's what he's doing. Sorry, Sylas, continue. So yeah, Sylas pulls up his sort of drawers and shows his puncture wounds.
Only the leg where he got bit, not the entire pants. Only the leg.
Yeah. Sorry, yes.
Can I do a medicine check, perhaps, to see if I would know if they were a similar sort of detail as to what was in the report?
I'll allow medicine or history, because you're referring from memory, so either of those two.
I'll go medicine because it's not a negative roll.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense. That works.
It's an 8.
With an 8, I'm gonna say, because the DC is very low for this, that you know this is similar in terms of size, but maybe not in terms of deepness. Like you remember very like holes with nothing dripping from it anymore, like completely drained was what was mentioned.
No, not quite like this. Different. More like the blood was drained from the victim.
Okay. Yeah, I just had a hunch. It might be like it was sold these mimics. Maybe they were used to eradicate her family or something. I'm it's just a hunch.
Oh God! Wait, what?
What if it was murder? Like,
Well, I think it was, but I don't think. Surely an auction house in Sylvanthal would not be in ties with a mass murderer of Stonehaven? Surely there's no connection, no?
I don't know. I've never been in such a situation. I don't know how like the dark network or like anything works. But is there a dark network?
Black
Yes,
Network.
Black Network. We met them.
Would they do such kind of things?
I mean,
Hmm.
I wouldn't want to speculate, but I feel like if there was enough coin in it, maybe.
yeah, I think that's accurate.
It could. I mean, it is. Look, I'm proud of you actually to get your wits up, Sylas. We talked about this. This is good. I like it. But in auction, it would be hard to target anyone in particular, right? Anyone could buy it. Maybe it came from like haunted house. Somebody died. It's been in their attic for a long time. It could be anything, or maybe it's somebody with evil intent. I don't know. Hopefully, we get an update from Lady Silverwind next time we're back.
Oh, by the way, Judge, come and join us. Stop standing over there in the dark.
He gets up. Yeah, sorry, sir. Comes over, sits down next to you, and you can see that he's still looking towards Flanagan. And anybody with a passive perception over 12, actually, you would all hear this, but you can just hear a sort of like a, oh, sorry, don't mind me, guys. I'm just trying to put this over the turnip. Stay still. You can see he's throwing a blanket over a standing goat, who looks to be making a game out of it, as he's got a little bit of a tail wag, and is trying to avoid this. Don't mind me. Sorry. That's what you see? Yeah, what do you guys do? Anybody say anything or do anything? As all of you are sitting around the campfire.
Do you want a hand, Flanagan?
That's awfully kind of you, but you don't have to. He makes a game of it, you see. It's just a bit of a... That's why I prefer pickle. You can see that turnip stops, the tail stays still, and it drops. I'm just joking with you. Come on, get into bed here. And you can see the two of them sort of sit down. They almost sort of like a yin and yang shape, lie down with their heads down onto the ground, and they've got blankets over them. Oh, you got a fire going. That's awfully nice, yeah. Do you mind if I stand with you? I promise I won't eavesdrop. It's a bit chilly tonight.
You shouldn't keep standing. Like,
I don't want to intrude. I can just go in the carriage if you
You're
want.
fine. You're fine. Take a seat.
Cheers. As he comes over, he sort of hops over and sits down next to you on the ground. So, yeah, how you guys doing?
Not bad. Mirabelle, I actually had a bit of a potentially personal question for you. It's up to you whether you answer it in front of the group or not. Just that
What is it?
I ran in a certain circle back in Stonehaven during my time there, and a couple of members were from the only orphanage really that's in Stonehaven. So I was kind of curious, is it the Second Chance that you were at, or?
Yes, what of it?
I just knew a dwarven girl around your age. Her name was Asalia. I don't know if you knew her.
Well, would I have known her, Mr. DM?
You would have heard the name for sure. Can I have a history check from you, though? To see what you recall. With a 17. With a 17, you do remember her. Yeah, a dwarven girl. What you recall, I'll leave up to you. But, yeah. You do remember her. I'd also like to say, briefly, we now have Judge back. Judge, welcome. Welcome to the scene. This is your first night out on the road. We've just set up tents and a campfire. You've got a new halfling carriage master who's sitting by the fire with you called Flanagan O'Hare. Alrighty. Elirr is currently in his tent reading his book. The rest of them, they're here. And I keep going into an Irish accent as I'm stashing here. This is going to be a problem going forward. Cool. Let's go back into it. Into it.
Into it.
Into it. Yes. Sorry. You would know. Yes, you would know Azalia, the name at least of the dwarven girl.
I have heard of her, yes. Why?
Oh, I knew her.
Listen, I do not like to talk about my time at the second chance.
No
But
worries, I'll leave it there.
Yes. I knew her. What of it?
Don't worry about it. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. It's I know she was troubled. I had my encounters with her. That's all.
We were all troubled. It was an orphanage.
And Zell kind of backs off at that point. A little bit physically as well, and just kind of goes to playing with the stone.
Noticing this, Flanagan would jump in as there's sort of a brief lull in the conversation. So, what's something you've lost that you still dream about? For me, it was my first goat, David. Dream about him every night. No.
What happened to him?
Pardon? What was that? Sorry.
What happened to him?
David. But that's the point. I don't know. 1 minute he was there with Tissel, my brother, and then the next minute he's gone. I love David as well. He was great. He's grand. Biggest goat I'd ever seen, you know. And they're pretty big. You've seen them with me. It's tough things. I used to ride around on him. Just him. Didn't need a carriage or nothing. But, yeah. What about yourselves? Mirabelle, was it? What's something you've lost that you still dream about, if anything? I don't know, I'm just making conversation, guys. Like, thanks for letting me sit here, by the way. I appreciate it. He just grins to all of you.
Well, what didn't I lose? My job, my home, my family? I did not choose to be on the road, but I suppose it could be with a lot worse company, no?
His grin that he had a minute ago just drops. Right. Yeah, that's a lot of loss, I guess. No, but I don't know what it was, but I thought you guys were family. I mean, I know you're all different in your own ways, but isn't a family like that? Me and Turnip are nothing alike. He's the closest thing you have to a brother, so... well, there's Tissel, but he's a... Yeah.
I just grin when I'm like, I suppose you're right. I guess I found my new family, no?
Yeah, why not? Family comes and goes, you know, that's life. And yourself. He looks to you, Diego. You look like you want to say something.
I think Diego currently has gone a little pale when you asked the question. And I think for the first time, he seems a little speechless. He's like,
Right. Not much of a
well,
talker.
no, that's not strictly true. What have I lost that I still dream about? I have lost things. I have lost relationships with good friends and family. I have lost time.
Time.
I think is the best. I've lost a lot of sleep. I've lost many things. And he's like searching his pocket so that he finds the thing he's looking for. He's like, oh no, that's
Things are that's a tough one because things come and go. But I like family, I guess. Time's the one thing you can't get back. That's that's a tough one. Good answer. I like it. And yourself, as he looks to Zelentrus. Zel, was it? Zel? What have you lost? You lost anything?
Everyone loses things now and then. I don't really dream about anything in particular. I'd have to roll deception for that because that's a fucking
Yeah,
bare-faced
I
lie.
need a deception check from you, or a deception roll from you. Yeah.
That's a 12.
He looks you up and down. He can't really read you yet. He doesn't really know you. Okay, the rest of you. I would say that with a 12, anybody who's listening in, this doesn't seem like the normal Zell. Something's off. All right, well, oh my god, where's the other guy gone? You lost one of your own. You're talking about family and there's one guy gone.
He's in his tent.
All right, sorry, panic over. Jesus. Oh, I don't even know what that means, but yeah, he's gone.
He's a scribe, so I imagine he will be reading and writing.
Reading and writing. Oh, he's a scribe. Huh.
Yes.
I
So the
always
thing he
want-
doesn't lose is words, I guess.
Yeah, I make them up as I come along, I guess. I don't know.
They can tell. Ashira, you're next.
Well, I guess. There was this one time I lost a card game to a man who had no eyebrows. And I am so angry, I still dream about it. But he had a parrot called Queenie. And that is what pissed me off the most because the parrot was winking at me when I lost. And I still have nightmares.
Yeah, that's a good one. No eyebrows, you say? That's nightmare fuel in itself, if you ask me.
I think it was distracting me and, I wasn't paying attention to my cards and more to the lack of hair on his
Parrot
face.
called Queenie as well. That's not a very good name for a parrot. It's not a
What's a good
pickle.
name for a parrot?
Probably turnip, pickle. Onion would be a good name. Onion's a good name for a parrot, for sure. Could even go with something
Onion?
like garlic. Garlic could be a great name for a parrot, don't you think?
Well, perhaps, I don't know, Sylas, when we find another pet, we can name it after a herb or something?
Yeah, there are like plenty of herbs that could work for a parrot.
Another pet?
It was short-lived, right, Sylas?
Wait, you killed it already?
Rest
What did
in
you kill?
peace.
Wait, what do I have to do with it?
No, that snake thing with the wings.
Snake with wings. You talking about a dragon?
You killed a snake with wings?
You've slain dragons?
You killed a dragon?
Yes, yes.
My god.
He's lying. He
Oh.
did not.
No, he slayed the dragon. I died, technically.
No, I did not slay the dragon. I befriended. It was not a dragon. It was just a snake with wings.
Snake with wings. You guys have got some good stories on you already, and you've only been together, how long did you say? 10 days or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Or like 4.
4 days.
Maybe.
And you've slain you've made friends with snakes, and Okay.
Well, I guess we
Well,
know. I guess we know what Sylas has lost, then, eh?
Yeah, actually,
Oh.
Silas, what have you lost? Do you have any dreams?
Silas at this point, he turns very, very, very quiet. If Silence could like turn pale, he would. And he's like staring into the fire, while almost mumbling like, I lost my way home, and I haven't been able to like go back. I know where it is, but I just can't.
Wait, why can't you?
When I was young, I had to run from the guards, and my mom and dad, they told me to run into the forest, so I did, and I ran and I ran and I ran, and my mom told me I would find my home back if I would look to the stars. They would guide me, and in the end, I never found my way back home again. Instead, I found my way to my circle, or like the circle of stars where I belong to now. But I found a way home, but I never took the path to actually go home and find my parents again.
What's stopping you?
Well, the guards, like I was running from them.
Do you know why you were running?
Yes.
You don't have to
Oh.
share, obviously. I just was curious. If you watch a kid, you might not have known why you were running, but if you know, then you don't have to.
It's personal, but my mom just told me, just go run into the woods, and the stars will guide you home. And I'm sorry, guys. It was just a happy moment, and I feel like I ruined it.
No!
I mean, happy's a spectrum.
That's okay. We can ask Judge what he. Maybe we shouldn't speak about this one.
I was just gonna say, guards. Who knows? They might be even retired now. Maybe you'd be fine to go back. They probably don't remember.
Yeah, that might be something. I believe the grove where we're going to, the Grove of Lunas, is around where I grew up. So
Oh,
it depends on where we go after the grove. Like I can't like take up all your time, guys. Like you all also have stuff
Hey.
to do.
do you know the name of the place?
Of course, it's Thornfield.
I believe
Thornfield.
I've been there.
I've been there myself. That's a lovely part. Yeah, I'd go there. You want to go there? You know what? Let's go there. Screw the grove. No, sorry. Don't screw the grove. Luna, forgive
No,
me.
we
I'm
need
sorry.
to go there.
But I won't ask why you want to go, but Thornfield's grand. You should go there. Good fun.
I'll keep it in mind. I'll keep it in mind.
Of course, now that you say it, you do look like you're from Thornfield. They're beautiful over there. Sorry, what? You know what? Yeah, take that. It's a compliment. Free. Next one will cost you. You, sir, as he looks to Judge. You're awfully quiet. Do you ever take your armor off, or what? Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Is that... Right. You're one of them, Warforged fellas. Is that right?
That is correct.
Right. Don't get many of you guys. I've not met many of you, to be fair. Maybe one or two in Stonehaven. Normally at the cathedrals, though. How'd you get mixed in with this lot? Anyways, do you have any dreams of your own?
I'd never dreamed once in my life.
Well, I think the question was originally, what's something you've lost?
I'm not so sure we should,
Oh.
why don't we talk about something else? For example, what is your favorite color, Judge?
That's a great question.
I've never had a favorite color before.
Well, you can now.
You like them all? Oh,
I'd, I don't know, really. Never thought about it, but
Okay. Well, that's fine. Why don't you have a little think?
uh,
I'd say that whilst you guys are all doing this, you can hear you can hear the fire crackling before you, and it sounds like maybe one of the goats is starting to snore a little bit. Flanagan turns and looks at them. Oh, ignore them. They're perfectly fine. One of them's just got a bit of sleep apnea, so he's up and down throughout the night. He breathes a lot. He's very loud, but he snores a little bit. Hopefully, it's not a problem. If it's a problem, let me know. I'll go and rub his belly a little bit. That helps him get it all out. But I probably should head back. Sorry to interrupt. Thank you so much for letting me sit with you by the fire. I'm gonna go sit in the carriage, I guess, just for the next couple hours. I do have a tent that'll set out next door, so don't worry. I'm not sleeping in there. But yeah, and he gets up and walks away, leaving the rest of you beneath the stars. What do you do?
I, at this point, will just pull out the mandolin and just pluck a couple of notes very softly, just as the night goes on. So he's just constantly plucking, just very softly, a few notes.
you guys can all sleep whenever you want. We don't need to pull guard. I can pull the guard for the night.
Oh, I actually enjoy looking at the stars at night, so I can join you if you like.
If you
For,
want.
for a tiny bit. I need some sleep.
I
too, but
only
for-
really have to go into a shutdown mode where I can still kind of keep watch of things. I don't really sleep like you people do.
I guess
That
it's
is-
fair for us to keep you company at least.
It's gonna be really weird if I talk to each and every one of you guys at some point throughout the night.
Well, why don't you just shut your brain off for a second? You've had a lot going on.
I don't think
Sometimes
I can.
it'll be useful, but
I don't think I can full on turn off, if that makes sense. I've never tried that before, and I don't really think I should.
Judge, I have a question for you.
Oh, yeah, what's up? What's your question?
You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I've been curious. What is your plan?
That is a really good question.
With
Well,
everything that has happened to you, I imagine you are a bit lost. Is that the right word to use?
well, you know, I've only ever had one purpose. You guys seem to be keeping that purpose going, so I figured as long as you guys stick together and keep doing things, I might as well join along for the ride. I've never been outside the city before, so this is kind of a lot to take in, to be honest.
That makes me happy.
Judge,
Yes, ma'am.
not that it is any of my business, but didn't you say that Lady Evangeli found you?
She did out somewhere, not in the city, but she did find me somewhere.
So you must have come from outside the city, even if you don't remember.
Well, how can I say I've been somewhere if I don't remember ever being there?
That is true, but logically, if you were found outside the city and you have no memory from being in the city before, then it could be likely you are not from there.
Maybe I wasn't
what I'm
turned on
trying
there.
to say. Who knows? But maybe we can retrace some of your steps.
Better yet, do you want to know?
Don't remember a thing, guys. I know there's something going on. I mean, the gods, well, one of them at least told me there's something going on, but I don't really know what's going on.
Wait.
To be honest.
Hold the sending
Yes.
on. Where the gods have spoken to you?
Yeah. One of them just spoke to me at that mansion we were at. pretty cool.
Wait, which one? Scoobleton is dead, so it wasn't him.
Yes, Hildegard is her name.
Well, she wasn't there.
Oh, but she was there, all right. I seen her with my own 2 eyes.
Maybe
Oh.
did you dream it? Maybe you did dream?
I don't dream, ma'am.
So, but it was in your brain.
Seemed like a true vision to me from what he told me.
Why would
believe
I?
him.
Thank you. That means a lot. Well, she just said there was a purpose, and that apparently her and the gods talked a bit about me at some point, and seems like there's a lot of stuff going on that they told me to keep with you people, and I guess answers will come about. I don't know. All I know is when that letter, back when we were fighting the cultists, and there's something about that talent. I don't know. It's something hit me like a truck. I don't know. I think there's something there that I don't know. But I feel like there's something slowly unveiling itself.
Well, I must say, if you're saying that multiple gods are talking about you, you must be some hot shit. Because
Well-
I've never heard anyone.
I wouldn't say I'm hot shit. I just think you know, I was raised in a temple. Maybe there's some plan in store, and I don't know. But it involves you people, from what I can say. They tell me to keep with you guys, so you guys must have some part in that, at least.
Wait, the gods told you to stick with us.
Yes, indeed.
But how long? Because, like, I know we're, like, traveling together now, but, like, what's the plan? I'm sure we all have our own
No
idea
idea.
or reason, right?
They just, from what it sounds like, from what the weird, because you know, gods don't really tell you straight up what they want you to do. They kind of give you like little missing pieces, and they give you like half built puzzle, and you got to build the rest of it yourself and try to figure out what they.
No.
How do you know that?
Well, I spoke to one of them. One of them came to me in an owl, and had the owl speak to me back at the prison. Before we
Wait, a different one?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it that much. There was an owl that came and spoke to me, told me to not be worried. Actually, that owl spoke to me twice. Once in the jail, one at the temple. And then the second time Hildegard spoke to me, and she yeah. I don't know who that owl one was. I don't know. That could have, maybe it's not a god. I don't know. I just assume it is, but I mean, that owl seemed like it knew quite a bit of what was going on.
So you're telling me that the gods have told you to stick around with us, whoever us is.
Whether I
and then,
gathered, yes.
Let me get this straight, right? Mirabelle has just lost her job and her living quarters. I'm not trying to upset you, I'm sorry, but just getting it all like on the record. Cell has lost his job and his living quarters. Sylas, you're not homeless, but you are lost. You
No,
have
no,
been
I'm
told
not
by
lost.
the gods.
Like, I have a house. Like, I have a place to stay, but I'm on a quest.
Okay, maybe not you so much. Then you, Judge, are now
ma'am.
just stuck with us. I don't really know what's happening with Diego, but am I the only one who has a plan?
Right here. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Well-
but I don't have a reason for you because you travel as well, so maybe you had a plan. I don't know.
You know, and I'm also incredibly lucky. Maybe that's what it is.
Look, I don't know why things happen the way they do, but I do know is it's been great to get to meet this group. I mean, you guys seem, well, cool. I mean, you guys have drugged me out and had me do a lot of things I never thought I'd do. I've literally fought cultists. Like, who can say they've done that in their life? I
Killed
never
them
thought-
too.
Yeah, and killed them, yeah.
Have you killed
Um,
before then?
No, actually, never
Oh.
once, yeah. I was mostly just there to look intimidating, but
Oh,
you know,
you do that
sometimes-
well.
thank you.
Judge.
I do,
Hey,
yes.
Judge, I have to ask. How long were you in service of Lady Evangeline?
Since I was awakened. She awakened me. Gosh, that's
What,
really
a
it's an
year,
interesting.
2 years, 6 months?
About
You
2
could have tracked
years.
time, right?
I just remember she activated me, turned me on somehow, and I was in her house. She thought I was cool, and she gave me a cool little nickname, and we kind of became a close pairing. She was literally the first thing I saw when I was turned on.
What was your nickname?
If Judge could go pale, this would be the moment. He kind of looks away and he just mutters it very quietly. Little shield.
Sorry, what? I couldn't hear you over the fire.
Oh, my bad.
Little shit?
No, not that. No, you're not listening. You're not listening.
I can't hear you. You're mumbling.
Little Shield. That was what my nickname was.
Oh, that is nice. I've been called a little shit before, but not Little Shield.
Right. Well, that was her little name for me. She wasn't able to give me a full-on name. The temple didn't allow it, really.
No.
No.
That temple seems like a shithole.
Well,
Dix.
They look at me, to be fair, they looked at me as like I was less than human. So, they treated me as such.
Yeah, that is tough. You don't need them. Lady Evangeline might, but I don't think you've lost anything there in that regard, Judge.
Well, as much as they might have treated me bad, I thought it was a good job. I mean, I helped a lot of people. That was really nice, and I actually really enjoyed that side of things. Felt like
You
I
can
had a
still
purpose.
do that. You can still do
True.
that. You don't have to do it for them.
True. I just knew.
If anything, they just make it worse.
But they all good folk. They were clouded by things. I mean, who knows? Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm just kind of. I'm not really something that's. It could all be in my maybe I'm malfunction. Maybe there's a problem in my circuit somewhere, and maybe all these illusions of gods and stuff. I don't know, but right now they seem to not say anything wrong to me. So I
I
intend
wouldn't
to
trust them.
trust who?
Gods. They're not worth trusting.
I don't know.
Would you-
One.
Like a blanket term, all of them?
I've not known any that are worth trusting in the slightest. And I've not
Not
really
any?
known their followers to trust.
Well, the one that spoke to me recently, she seems very trustworthy. I mean, she said she made me. So
It's amazing. Gods could be charismatic. Some beings of divine power could sway your opinion and sway your mind.
I wouldn't say
That's
she
crazy.
was charismatic. She was pretty rough. I mean, she made it to where I literally couldn't move. She's kind of strong and powerful.
But Judge,
yes.
could you might have your visions troubled about that god because she claims to be your mother or your maker or anything like that?
I think mother is a weird term, right? I've come to realize that maybe, as far as I know, Evangeline is, if the word fits, I would consider mom. But even then, I mean, she was more like a work partner. I mean, she let me live at her home and all. She gave me a place to live. But for the most part, I mean, we just worked together. It wasn't like, I knew a lot about her. With the god, at least, I wouldn't say she would fit the description of what a mom was, but I mean, she seems to be looking out for me, looking out for my best interests. So, I mean, she's at least someone I feel like I can trust.
As you guys are standing here, or sitting here, I should say, you feel a gentle breeze of the air going past you. I'd like to ask Mirabelle, as this conversation has been happening, how have you been? Have you been looking at the fire? Have you been looking at the group? Have you been following people?
Listening, but also kind of just staring into the fire, a little bit absent-mindedly, but still clocking what's going on around her.
Perfect. Mirabelle, as you're sitting here, whilst the others are in deep conversation, you look into the fire. And as you look into the fire, it crackles. You spot it whilst the others are talking. The fire crackles and is moving with the wind, but something is odd. Something's wrong. It's as though the flames aren't flickering. It's almost like they're breathing, slow and steady. And as the heat deepens, as your gaze focuses on it for just a moment, you hear a voice hum through the embers, low and warm. Daughter, you've stepped into the world now, but it's not ready for what you carry. Shapes appear to move in the flame. Is it a smith's hammer? Maybe a crumbling tower? It's hard to make out. But what you spot is almost like in the fire is a faint ember-shaped mark, almost like a mote of fire. The flames appear to curl around it inward, almost like closing eyes over the sort of mark. Mirabelle, can I have you roll a perception check, please?
Wow, a 3.
With a 3, you don't see anything. I'd actually argue maybe you don't feel anything. You feel a warmth in this moment. And where you feel the warmth coming from, even with a 3, is your palm. Your left palm. Do you look at your palm?
Yeah.
As you open your hand, on the center of your palm, just barely there, it looks like the memory of an old burn or scar or something, but you can't quite make out what it is. It wasn't there before. This is all... Yeah, you can touch it. Yeah, go for it. What do you want to do?
Nothing happens? Like,
Uh,
how does it feel? Is it itchy? Is it burny? What is it?
As you touch it, it feels really warm, like you've had it pressed against something hot. But it doesn't sting. It's not hot to the touch. It's just warm. It feels foreign. Your palm feels the same. It's almost like a very faint mark on it. And that's all you feel. The others are still having this conversation around you, oblivious to this moment. None of them seem to have heard this message through the fire.
Did anyone hear that voice?
What voice?
What voice?
From the flames. They changed. Did no one else notice?
No.
No.
You're getting what I have.
I think that's a sign that you guys need to sleep or something, right? Isn't that like a sign that you guys are tired?
Oh yes, you might be right, Judge. Merci.
No
No,
problem, man.
I sort of
You're muted.
sort of hurry. Sorry, hurry. Sort of hurry off. Maybe like, oh, okay. Good night, guys, and I'll just
Good night, Mirabelle.
Good night.
good night. Go
Good
to my
night.
tent.
Yep. Mhm.
That was interesting.
What was?
But
It's
What
also
you asked
his
about.
bedtime.
Who's my
She must be tired. She must be
Yours.
tired.
Mine? No, I'm fine.
I'm pretty sure you need sleep more than anybody here.
Diego, can I have a constitution check from you, please?
Your eye bags have
Flat
bags.
constitution or
Flat
save?
constitution. Let's do a save. Let's do a save. Let's do a save. Let's do a save.
Okay.
With a 5,
Aye.
you really struggle. You're really struggling right now to hold back a yawn, a really big yawn.
Yep. Let it out. Just don't fight it. You're gonna keep fighting. It's gonna get worse. Just let the yawn out.
Oh.
Yes, just let it out. Yep, exactly. I think some of y'all need to start bedding down. We have a long journey ahead.
But I barely know anyone.
You can know us better in the morning. Your head needs to get clear first, really.
Oh, you meant that kind of bed. Okay, that's fine. Sure.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean?
Have a wonderful watch.
No
Good night.
problem. Yeah,
And
you have a good night
He
too.
stands up, trips over a log. Oh.
And then makes his way to his turn.
Don't forget to take your medication.
I met it. Oh, you. Wait, were you watching? Oh, that's fine. Okay, good night.
You,
We all
Anyone
went
wanna
to the
stay up
shops
first?
together.
does anyone want to stay up first, or you guys want to bed down, sleep a little bit? Don't worry, I got the watch. Y'all don't have to
Oh.
wake up for it if y'all don't want to.
Wake me up in a few hours. I want some alone time first, anyway. And Zell heads over to his bedroll. A stone's throw away from the main camp.
I don't mind. It can be me now, it can be later. I could do 3 of us. If you're not tired, I don't really care.
It's fine by me. I like how the stars they shine bright now, so might stay up for a while.
Then
I'll stay up
yes.
now as well. You don't need. It doesn't have to be one person, right?
Well, then there'll be 3 of us.
Is that a problem?
No.
Because you're staying up anyway, right?
Yeah, I'm staying up anyway. I can go
Yeah.
check
I'd
the
rather
perimeter.
have. I'd rather have a full sleep than get woken up halfway.
I can go check the perimeter if you guys want. I can take a little look, see what's going on.
You
You
would
can see in the
know.
dark.
You would
No.
know. Sorry to jump in. You would know. Yeah, you would know that first of all, you can't see in the dark as a warforged, but also that you would have to basically power down to sort of like a stationary position for a while.
Yeah.
And though you're
Mhm.
conscious, you wouldn't be able to talk during that period necessarily. You're more scanning the area, and if someone talks to you, you can sort of wake up, but it would interrupt that rest period potentially.
Okay.
Yep, just for a
Um,
heads up. Because you do technically still need a long rest, I guess. But yeah, you could do the watch the whole night and have people come in and out, but they wouldn't necessarily be able to talk to you constantly. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So we have everybody bedding down. We've got Zelentrus going to the bedroll. We've got Mirabelle getting some shut-eye. Elirr has been in the tent. He's also getting some sleep. Diego's stumbled into his tent and laid down to have a sleep. Sylas, Ashira, and Judge. You decide to take the first watch. Can I ask, are you all sat together, or how are you doing things? Are you spending time in different parts of the camp, maybe, or?
Ash is probably like more so like lying against the log, but next to the fire, so like
Mhm.
head on the log like that. Within the circle where everybody else was sitting before, so yeah.
Okay, and Sylas.
It's also around the campfire, trying to find an open space to look upwards to the sky,
Mhm.
look at constellations. But he is also near the campfire.
Perfect. Cool. Can I have? Let's get Ashira. Ashira, can I please have a flat D20 roll from you, please?
Mm-hmm. It's a 6.
With a 6, you guys spend the time having your watch. There's the occasional rustle of sounds in the forest, maybe some animals or something in the night, but it's very peaceful. Not much happens. What you notice is that the stars above you are almost moving along the night sky slowly as the world of Celestria turns on its axis. And yeah, you can see the moon in the sky going across the sky. Sylas, I imagine probably what do you make of the stars? Do you do anything whilst you're out here?
Yeah, Sylas is actually tracing the constellations, almost like he is praying. Very focused on how they go, how they flow with the rest of the world. But underneath, although he's a bit of mumbling as well. And if it's up to the rest of the group to pick up on it or not. But like they listen, you know, like the stars. Not the moon. The moon never answers, but the stars do listen.
I would say you
Ashira would
guys
just
hear
raise
this.
an eyebrow. Yeah, Ashira would raise an eyebrow and then like slow head turn, like, and then go. Yeah, by the way, what was that argument about the moon and the stars? What's this? What is going on there? Why is this an argument?
Oh, basically, why does everyone romanticize it like the moon? Like, the moon is actually it's basically just a liar, like going on wearing the sun's skin. Like the stars, they tell the story, not the moon. What's up with that?
I think this is going over my head, but I've never spoke to the moon nor the stars, but I guess the stars make pictures, but the moon doesn't.
Well, sort of. Question to DM. What would I know as a disciple of the Circle of Stars about the ongoing feud between the Grove Luna and the rest?
So a lot of it for you is that and it sort of goes with the Grove of Solara and many of the other groves. They're a bit jealous that the Grove of Luna gets all the grace. She's a prime god. She has worshippers all over Celestria. And she's got a grove with a huge tree and devotees who travel over. Very few other circles have the same respect, trust, and I guess when it comes down to it, support as the Grove of Luna does. So it's more like a enviousness that other groves would have rather than more of a feud. What you would also know is that druids of one faith very rarely would travel into another grove that's not of their own because they feel sort of alien there, and also they're watched quite heavily because there has in the past been saboteurs who've gone in and tried to start things or change people's faith. So that's sort of how it works. That's what you would know.
Cool. So I will relay to Ashira about how this all unfollows. Like Ashira, it's not. Where do I start? What you should know about the Grove of Luna, where we're going to, is it's not that like other groves are like hateful to each other, but why is the moon always and the moon goddess always getting most of the attention? You know, like it's a bit of a druid thing. Like we have the Grove of Lunara, which is for the sun, and our grove for the stars. Yet everyone wants to go to the moon one. Like, are we not good enough?
Well, you know, Sylas, I have not spent much time with too many druids because they often keep to themselves in their groves, but you know, I wouldn't have thought you would be so involved in the politics of who likes who better. I thought it would be more about the nature, right? Does the moon have a preference, and the stars and the sun, do they care?
I don't know, but I don't really have a reason to. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, we will be there when we arrive in a few days. None of us are druids besides you, so we will back you up. But that's not a worry. But it's just the moon and the stars at the end of the day. It sounds more like politics issue to me.
It's also a bit of like an old story, I guess. Like my growth, they don't talk like a much of differences between groves and the grove of Luna. It's just a bit of a gut thing. Like all the stories bring me a feeling of unrest, and then it feels like by that the moon never gave me the same peace as the stars did. Yeah, I can't really explain. It's just a feeling.
But you found your people, right? Sorry.
I would say at this point, the two of you can hear a bit of restlessness coming from Diego's tent, as Diego is having a nightmare. But that's a brilliant place. That's a brilliant. It doesn't matter. It's a brilliant place for us to
It's
take
going
a
so
quick
well.
break. So we'll be back in. We'll take 5 minutes. We'll be right back, and we're back. So we had a quick break off camera just to have a conversation. But just before we went, Diego, there was some noises coming from your tent because Diego, you're currently experiencing, struggling to say that, a nightmare. As we jump to Diego, who, surprise, surprise, I have a scene for. Diego, you find yourself deep asleep. You took your potion, you took your tonic, and yet, for some reason, whilst you lay here, you find yourself in a memory? No, a dream? You find yourself in a ballroom. The ballroom gleams with starlight. It's as though the very wall above the stage is the stars above you. But what you do notice is that there's no moon. And with you, alone on the dance floor, is Talia on a floor of almost like floating glass above the dance floor. Her face appears to glow with the joy you once knew, until you catch her eyes, like mirrors. In their reflection, you see your mother, alone at a tavern window, looking longingly towards the stars in the room. You see in her other eye, Javier, bending the knee to Victor. And then, almost instantaneously, both eyes reflect the same image. Talia vanishing, turning away into a silver mist, whispering, "You moved on too soon." The dancing in the hall halts. She crumbles into your arms and falls to dust. You're alone. Around you, the room begins to fall, as if the walls are melting. Everything dissipates. You find yourself in complete and utter darkness. And then it catches you, your breath, as you wake in your tent at the campfire, drenched in sweat once again. The other two of you, before we come to Diego, you hear this gasp. Ashira, Sylas, from his tent. You hear the rustling of discomfort. As do you approach the tent when you hear this? Or do you...
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Okay. I'd say
Yeah.
that before you arrive, Sylas, Ashira, are you approaching as well?
Yeah.
Yeah? Before the two of you arrive to the tent, Diego, you can hear the steps of those outside. The crackling of the flames on the fire are still strong. You're in your tent. You're familiar with this. But the potion hasn't worked. You've had yet another nightmare. And you wake up. It's around the end of their watch, but you're awake. And you can hear them coming. What do you do?
I think at this moment, I've had my sleeping draft. It's not put me to sleep. I keep having the recurring nightmares of the same people. I think for the first second of me hearing the footsteps approaching the tent, it's immediate panic because I'm so used to traveling alone. I'm not used to having people around me. And I think it isn't until a few seconds afterwards that I realize, no, I'm with this group. I'm with these people. I'm still hesitant, and I just put a hand on my mandolin, ready in case it isn't who I think it is. But yeah, I'm sort of like warily watching the opening of my tent.
Ashira and Sylas, what do you do? As there's a closed tent and the rustling is stopped, but you can hear almost like he sat up. You hear that sudden jolt and stop as you approach the tent.
I think,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, no, I think we just approach, right? Get
Yeah.
closer to the tent first of all.
Mhm.
And then, Diego, are you okay?
Yes, all good. Sorry.
Do you need
I raise an eyebrow
any
to
help?
Sylas.
No help needed. Just got company in here.
Wait,
When did he get company? What?
who's there with you then?
No one.
Can I insight the way that he's like, is he
Yeah.
lying?
Sure, you can roll an insight check.
24, not 20.
Wow.
Shall I roll a
Ah.
deception?
You can roll a deception if
Damn.
you're trying to deceive. Yeah, you can roll a deception.
Yeah, technically I am.
Cool.
Aw.
You both can tell that he's not telling the truth here.
Diego, if you are like traveling with us as a group, we should trust each other, and I hope you do trust each other. Like, do you trust us? Like,
I think
you
it's a
need
moment
help?
of silence from
Mhm.
Diego's part. And then you see the curtain of the tent sort of like swish to one side as he like steps through. Morning.
As you go
And
to step,
he looks like shit.
as you go to step through, you really struggle because Diego, you've gained yet another level of exhaustion. That puts you at 3 levels of exhaustion,
Mm-hmm.
which is a -6
And half movement speed.
and half movement speed.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and I just think I've got massive bags under my eyes. I just look real. I think bloodshot eyes as well. The hair still looks great, but you can see like the sweat on the forehead, and yeah, he looks rough. Ning.
oh, it's still like night, but
It's nighttime.
Hmm.
Um,
Great.
Diego, it's none of our business, but you have looked like shit the last few days. Is this a recurring thing?
He looks down. Have I really looked that bad?
Well, your hair, I don't know what you do with it. It looks great, but your eyes,
Oh,
you are
thank you.
tired, my friend.
Yes,
You start to look worse and worse and worse by the days.
Oh, Sylas, that's not cool.
I know, but it's the truth.
Yes, I might be dealing with some things, but it will pass.
Yeah, but you have us a bit concerned at this point. You should.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, look, you don't have to, but if you want, like, you can always talk to me or maybe Sylas. You know, you don't have to, but maybe it would help.
Maybe let's see if I can get a few hours and speak to you in the morning.
I tell you what, I'm about to wake someone else up. You do need to go back to sleep, but I can make you some tea that my grandfather used to make me, and it just would suit me on nights I couldn't sleep. Maybe it helps you, okay?
Sure. Thank you.
And later on, I'll teach you some I don't know, meditation praying techniques from the grove.
Okay.
Maybe the druids can help.
Maybe, yes. Maybe they can. That might work.
You guys can see that Diego looks really spaced out and very uncomfortable as he is exhausted. Diego, as you sort of sit in your tent waiting for Ashira to come back with the tea, I assume, Ashira, you go to the fireplace to start prepping this before waking someone up?
Yeah, it's like a sort of, I don't know how to explain it. It have like saffron in it, like spices. It's like a spicy tea. Not spicy, like a spiced tea.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like a warming tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she will pass it to him and then she will leave him be.
I say that as you hand the tea to Diego and Sylas and yourself step away to go and wake someone up, Diego, as you're sipping your tea, you notice that opposite you, in the tree line at the edge of the forest, appears to be two big yellow eyes. Can I have a perception check from you?
Yeah, I'll just make that -6 perception check,
Yep.
okay?
That's fine.
Oh, 17!
As you roll a 17, you see what appears to be a large purple-furred panther with bright yellow eyes. It's peculiar because it's almost like a violet hue on a black coat.
Mhm.
And as you blink to sort of focus on it, it's gone. In just that moment, you spotted a yellow-eyed, violet-hued panther on the edge of the tree line. You didn't hear anything. You didn't see where it went, but in just that instant, it disappeared.
I go to take another sip of tea, forgetting how hot it is. I'm like, fuck. And then I just sip a little bit more. What is? It's twice. It's not just coincidence. Okay. Okay, Diego.
Perfect. And as you enjoy your tea, can I ask, Sylas and Ashira, who are you waking up to do the watch? Is it both or one of the others? And if so, who?
Zel and Elirr.
Mirabelle
No.
Mirabelle seemed to be off in a rush. Maybe she can sleep a bit longer.
Yeah, she came across that she had like a rough evening, like a bit of He was absent. He needs to sleep.
I'll ask her in the morning. It's either Zelda or Elirr at this point.
Wouldn't
And
be.
then maybe Judge can do the last bit alone.
Well, first of all, I'm not gonna wake up Elirr. Like,
Huh. Okay. You go to bed, I get Elirr, okay?
Perfect.
thank you for tonight, Ashira.
A pleasure.
As the two of you go to wake up Elirr, he rubs his eyes, stretches out his wings. You can see he sort of maybe roughs his feathers up a little bit to like pull out some of the ones that got uncomfortable while he was sleeping, and he dusts himself off and then goes to sit on the log, sort of keeping to himself. You then head to Zell as well?
No.
No, it's just Elirr.
Well, we lost a person and potentially letting Mirabelle sleep as well, so
Okay,
we'll split.
Perfect. So yeah, Elirr and Judge are doing the watch now. The two of you, do you head to your tents to get some sleep?
Well, I would have told Elirr that, hey, don't wake up Diego, pass it on to the next person.
Mhm.
He's had a rough night, okay? Like, let him be. And if you really have to, leave Mirabelle to last. That's it.
He sort of nods to you. So, Zell then. Zell?
Yep, you
And
got
he
it.
cocks his head to you. Oh, okay. And he goes and sits on his log, almost at a bit of a distance from Judge. Like, the two of you aren't too sure of each other, I guess. Judge, you can see that he's looking at you initially, almost trying to make sense of whether you're awake or asleep or not. But he keeps to himself, and he continues to read his book whilst he's awake on this moment. He's reading a little, what appears to be a very small gnomish book of some sorts. But yeah, as the two of you go to lie down and get some rest, I would like to say, Mirabelle, as the others have so kindly let you have some rest, you find yourself in a dream. In this instance where you went to bed first, you lay down, you started to get some sleep, you pondered that feeling, that sensation on your hand. You then feel it as you lay there in silence. You feel the warmth and suddenly find yourself awake elsewhere. You look around you. Nothing looks familiar. You're standing on what appears to be black sand. It's incredibly warm. Next to you are gemstones the size of tall buildings, taverns. You can see your reflection in them, almost waving, as within the gemstones, it's as though fire itself is captured in them. There's a light sort of fog. No, not fog, smoke in the air. It smells of brimstone. You can't quite see or move much more than a foot or so in front of you. But what you can see is the edge of a cliff, which has a light coming up from it, almost like there's lava below or molten fire below you. And across from this appears to be a tall humanoid creature with a black beard and black hair. His whole body is formed with cracks of what it looked like yours, that sort of flame bursting through the skin. But as opposed to you having faint cracks on parts of your body, he's covered from head to toe. His skin is a darker tone. It's almost red. And what you notice is that his hands are cuffed and chained to really thick chains, holding his arms down. And as you look up to his head, he turns to you. You lock eyes for just a moment. You feel that warmth. You go to say something, and it ends. You continue having this dream for the next few hours before you're eventually woken, on repeat, finding yourself on this black sand cliff with nothing but fire and embers around you. And this gentleman, this humanoid, this male being, at least twice your height, is bound on the other side of this cliff. You guys lock eyes, and it resets. And that's what you have as a dream for the rest of the evening. I would say that time continues on. The rest of you manage to get your long rest. The only one who struggles is Diego, who gained that level of exhaustion. Fortunately, Elirr sees out his 4 hours. And it's then that he hears Flanagan rustling around, getting up, beginning to brush and ready the carriage, the goats. He begins to almost feed them a little bit. It's still far too early to be traveling, but he's awake. And Elirr then comes over. Time passes. He comes over to Zelentrus. It's a little bit longer into the shift. There's only about 2 or 3 hours to go. But he comes over to Zel, and you feel he uses his elementalism to create a warmth and maybe a gust of air to try and make this sort of breeze that wakes you up, as he says to you,
As he does that,
yeah.
Well, Zel actually fell asleep with a piece of paper just like on his chin.
Mhm.
So as he does that, it kind of blows the paper to one side, which would actually really annoy Zel.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Well, I think Zel, can I have you roll a... Ooh, let's have a perception check from you, please.
Yeah, sure. A 12.
With a 12, you don't notice that it was Elirr who conjured this wind. You believe it could just be the breeze as he comes to wake you up. And he sort of bends down to you.
Zel, it's your turn to watch. Zel.
Zel wakes up, snatches at the paper that's blown off his face, and pockets it.
Yep.
What time is it? The sky's getting bright.
Yeah, there's little more time for sleep. I need more hours. So,
Okay.
it's your turn.
You go ahead. You go ahead, Elirr.
Thank you, Zel.
As he goes and heads to his tent and lies down and gets the remainder of his long rest. You notice that Judge is still around, still about, sentry mode, scanning the whole of the room, or the campfire that you guys are in. Yeah, you've got a couple hours. What do you do?
Zel, having Zel will probably take Zel will just take up a position near Judge. He'll double check that piece of paper and make sure that it wasn't damaged or anything like that, and just kind of put it away more neatly in his belongings. And yeah, seeing that Judge is clearly resting in sentry mode, will just take watch.
Perfect. And in the final hours, Judge, do you do anything? Do you wake up or do you stay in sentry mode?
How long have I slept? I mean, I've probably slept, what, 6 hours?
You've
at this
definitely
point?
done your period of rest
Okay.
throughout Elirr's watch.
I will, his eyes, like, go brighter suddenly. And he just kind of, like, you know, he maybe rolls his joints a little bit, gets back into, kind of picks himself up. Rolls his joints a little bit.
You need like some kind of warning for that. Jeez.
Good morning.
Morning. I guess this is the last round, so we'll be up till morning now.
That is very true. There's a lot of weird stuff that's happening last night.
Like what?
Sounds like there was some nightmares going on there.
With who?
I've heard everything. You know, sounds like Diego had some issues. Apparently Ashira can make some really fire tea. I don't know if anyone's ever tried her tea yet.
Maybe someone should try casting sleep on Judge. Sleep on Diego.
I don't know what happens if someone
just
casted sleep on me. Well, I don't know how that would work.
I didn't mean you. I meant Diego. Just to see if it gets him to sleep, if he can kind of stay there. I don't know.
Right.
I'll give it a go next time I'm on watch.
Right. You can cast sleep?
Yeah. I just haven't had the opportunity to use it yet. What, you want me to try it on you?
No, I don't know. I don't want to know what happened. I actually don't know that's a good idea. I've never like slept like that before. I don't know if I would have a dream. Do you think I dream? Is that something you think I can do?
Do electric owlbears dream? I don't know.
Electric what now?
That's just an old saying from my own old place. Before Stonehaven.
Right. Okay. Well, it's very interesting. If you want some alone time, I can go take a look around. I can do a little perimeter check, make sure there's nothing.
It's up to you. I've had my sleep.
You had your sleep? Would it be a waste of a spell if you put me to sleep?
No, my body's still recharging my spells, so it won't be for another couple of hours yet that it would be a waste. If you wanted me to try it on you, I can.
I think we should try it. I think we should. I think that would be super fun, actually, just to see what happens.
Okay.
I've never slept before, so this could be super cool. I don't know what happens when a Warforged sleeps.
Before I get you to roll, I quietly, we take a step away from the group. I quietly kind of put the spell together and cast it. Do you have... So I'll put it into the chat. It says creatures that don't sleep, such as elves, or that have the immunity to the exhaustion condition, automatically succeed on saves against this spell.
I don't have that.
Warforged cannot be put to sleep.
Wait, what?
Okay.
They have constructed resilience, which grants them immunity to magical sleep, among other benefits. But you cast a spell, and interestingly, you feel something.
Wait, what?
You don't get put to sleep, but that fire in your chest, for just a moment, simmers down. It's as though you feel slightly rested. As though the worries or stress you had relax slightly. I would say that for Judge, the only way you could comprehend this it's almost like peaceful. That's about it for just a moment. And then it passes. But no, it doesn't impact you.
That's interesting. I guess we found out quite a bit today. That was very peaceful. Is that what you casted? Is that the point of it? Is that the point of sleep?
Sleep is for recharging and resting, and a lot of mortals need sleep.
Right. Well, I'm sure your sleep is a cool thing. You know, I always wondered, well, I always wonder what goes on in your guys' sleep. I mean, you guys, or dreams at least, like, is it just random? Do you guys, like, see a lot of different things, or?
I think it depends. If some of the more spiritual may have visions in their dreams. Some dreams have meanings. Some dreams are the brain's attempt at understanding what's going on during the waking hours. Sometimes there's nightmares.
I would love to have a dream of me just fighting a big beast, and I'm slaying it, you know, I'm just beating it up, you know. I think that would be a really cool dream, you know.
Isn't that just something you could just go off into the forest and do?
Are you telling me I should go out in the forest, look for a beast, and kill it real quick?
Not now, but like, I don't know, when we're done with this in a week or two, you could just go off into the forest and kill a beast real quick.
The thing is, I've been wondering, at some point I'm gonna have to shut down forever, right? Like, I can't stay, let someone upkeep my being very well, but like, I don't know how long people like me last.
As you
Maybe
guys,
it's something to talk to an artificer about.
as you guys have this conversation, I'd say that the two of you continue this conversation for a while, up until the point that animals start to make noises in the forest. You begin to hear birds singing. You can actually see the sun rising in the distance as it becomes morning. But before we get there, I'm going to do it one more time. As many of you are lying in your tents, this time, Sylas, as you lay in your tent, finally asleep underneath the stars, you have a dream. Sylas, you find yourself, I should say. Hold on one second. You find yourself as you lay under the stars, almost floating above the tree line, above the forest below you. There's air below you, there's air above you, and all around you. You're floating between the stars and the silence below. What you notice as you look around, you have no body. There is no body. Just your awareness. And overhead, constellations that you were drawing earlier that night, they appear to shine and boom in the sky above you. But one in particular flickers. And a crescent-shaped eye is what it looks like. It's almost as if it's blinking once or twice and then vanishing. You hear a voice. It speaks to you almost like a wave crashing into a stone, as it sort of comes through quite harshly. Child of moonlight,
You walk among roots, but your soul was born from sky.
The stars dim. You're still floating. You begin to move, your consciousness travels over the forest, and from all the way below you, through the rest of your dream, you just hear a word whispering through the tree line. Sylas. And it's there that you wake up, along with everybody else, as all of you wake up that next morning and step out from your tents. As Sylas, I would say that as you wake up, you're unsure whether what you dreamt or heard, was it something you felt? You're not sure. That word, that name, that sound, was it something on the wind? You ponder the stars. You can't help but think about the night sky above you from the night before. But you guys all awake. Zelentrus and Judge are outside of their tents already having this conversation about what happens to a Warforged down the line, should he see an Artificer. What do you guys do? Diego, you are probably the last one to wake from your tent. But you're feeling very rough today. So what do you guys do? I would say that Flanagan, oh my gosh, I'm saying it again. Flanagan is probably readying the carriage. You can see that he's attached the stirrups and stuff to the goats. He's ready to go whenever you guys are, as he sits atop his carriage. But yeah, I'll let you tell me how you guys wake up.
I think as Diego gets out of the tent last, maybe, you see him like dragging his bag basically along the floor. You can see that there's no energy, there's no strength, there's just complete tiredness. He gets to the wagon and just like throws it in, and then he starts like slowly walking back towards his tent, knowing that that's the next task to put away and take down. But you can clearly see, I think Diego up until this point has always sort of tried to put a bit of a face on and tried to be the happy, laughy, jokey sort of person. I think you can see clearly that Diego is quite broken at this moment.
Considering that Zell only had to do his bedroll, like, as he sees Diego walking back over to his tent, like, clearly dreading the concept of having to pack this down, he just, like, puts his hand on his shoulder and goes, "You get in the wagon, I've got this, don't worry."
No, I need to do it. Look.
No, you don't. You don't. I don't have a
me.
tent. Okay. I'll help you, but just do me a favor and hold the bag open.
And yeah, Diego does as he's told.
Perfect. The rest of you, what are you doing? Sylas.
Sylas wakes up a bit confused, obviously from the dream he had, still pondering what he heard. Was it like true? Was it like a whisper? He's still trying to comprehend. But he also knows he should get started with the day. So he will get out of his bedroll, roll it up, because he didn't sleep in a tent. He slept in his bedroll. And then might do some morning druidic rituals. And eventually, if there is time, he would like forage the environment to see if he can find some herbs.
We will come back to that before we go.
Yep.
Mirabelle, as you stepped out of your tent this morning, having that sort of repetitive vision or dream in your sleep.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too hot. So, I would probably I'd just slowly start packing my tent. But also, like, sort of checking out my palm, see if the mark is still there. Maybe only pack my tent with my right hand. And yeah, just I'm quiet and a bit distant, but I don't notice basically anything that's going on with the rest of the party at the moment. I know. I mean, even though everyone else had their little thing, I'm a bit distant right now.
Yeah. And you would notice as you check your palm that that mark is still there. It's still right on that center of your palm.
Maybe I'll try to, like rub a bit of sand on it. Maybe see if it sticks. Maybe placing it in a bit of water. Like trying to figure out what is this.
It's very, very faint, so you can only really see it if you really look at it. But no matter what you do, it's as though it's almost been printed on there, like it's like stamped on in a way. You're not sure what to make of it. But yeah.
Yeah.
As Ashira, we come to you. You step out of your tent. What do you do?
Yep. She steps out of her tent and as quickly as she put it up, she takes it down, packs it up, takes a look around, sees that Zel's helping Diego. She's like, okay, cool. And then she looks over to Mirabelle, who's packing it with one hand for some reason, and she's like, I think she just mooch over and then like stand against a tree. You alright? Do you need a hand?
No, merci, Ashira. It's fine. And as she sort of snaps back to reality. We need to see Sylas. I'm pretty sure your dress will be ready now. And she sort of stops. She sort of stops halfway what she's doing. Maybe like tucking some bits and bobs in her bags and just and then runs off to find Sylas and his anvil.
The anvil was in your tent.
Yeah, it was in my tent. I thought it was in your tent. Sorry.
No, it's in your tent.
And you...
Okay, she runs back into her tent.
Yeah. And you would see that the dress is fully repaired on the anvil.
Oh my god, Sylas is magnificent. Ashira, here. He fixed it for you.
Well, Sylas, this is business. This is a business model. You should charge money for this. This is great. Thank you, Mirabelle.
I could never charge Mirabelle for this. Or any of you.
No, not us. Other people. But thank you, Mirabelle. I appreciate it. Now we can wear it again.
Oui? Merci. I mean,
I know at the same time.
As sorry, go on. Yes.
I really don't deserve it, but merci.
As the two of you, you have this moment where you get the dress back, and Sylas is there, like, oh, stop, Judge. What is Judge doing? As Diego and Zelentrus are putting things together, I think Elirr probably is basically getting on to packing his stuff up and getting on the carriage. So Judge, sorry, what were you doing?
I like to think Judge is like so distracted right now. Like he probably saw a couple birds flying, and I like to think he's like trying to go follow them. Like I think he's like off a little bit, like at a tree, just trying to like reach a hand up, try to see if one will land on his hand or something. And
Can I have an animal handling check for me, please?
Oh, this is not good. A 19.
With a 19, as you reach your hand up, as you stay still, a bird lands on your hand for just a moment. And as you turn your hand or move slightly, it flushes off. But in that brief moment, it looks to you as it lands before flying off.
Yeah, he's buzzing. He's trying to find any creature he can, trying to study it, trying to get the jump on his hand or whatnot. He's having a blast right now.
Perfect. Now, before we go, Sylas, as you're off foraging around, just looking around, do you look around like the campfire area? Like sort of the closest part?
Yeah, campfire area, maybe a little bit into the woods, depending on how far the party is packing in with their stuff.
Can I have let's do a perception check, please.
6.
You see a couple of plants. It's hard to tell whether anything in this area would be usable. there's maybe 2 or 3 flowers and maybe a mushroom at one of the trees. That's what you see. 2 or 3 flowers and a mushroom. Yeah, a mushroom.
Would I know if I could use them for any potion?
Can I have a nature check from you, please?
An 11.
With an 11, you know that this mushroom is poisonous on consumption. And the rest of the flowers there are probably used either in some cooking or maybe possibly some herbalism alchemist potions.
Okay. I'll try to take some of the flowers.
Perfect. Yeah. So you managed to sort of pluck 3 different flowers, and we will say that I will give you that after the session, what those are. And yeah, if you investigate them with your kit, you'll be able to see if you can use them. Cool.
Cool.
So everybody has started off their day. We're coming towards the end, but before we do, let's see what you guys do next. Do you all get into the carriage?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because I will get in and start polishing and sharpening then polishing the dagger with the kit that you got.
Perfect. Yeah. Anyone else doing anything as you guys pop in?
Probably just be staring out the window.
Cool.
Sylas will hand Diego a handwritten instruction on how to meditate before he goes to sleep, or at least try to get to sleep to enhance his sleeping method.
Yeah, I think as Diego takes it, maybe it's all as we're like piling into the wagon or something. Diego sort of like looks at it, he reads it over. Thank you, Bellis. Apologies for last night. If I seemed rude or dishonest.
Not at all. You looked very tired, so I can understand how you would react.
I think I'm starting to put the pieces together.
Is it anything that I or we could assist with?
Maybe those with arcane knowledge. I get the feeling maybe a lady I met a few weeks ago has done something to me. Maybe a curse. I don't know.
Would you, if it's not the minute to ask it, and not necessarily now, but would you be willing to tell me about the experience? I do have some arcane background. Maybe I can help you with it.
Sure.
Describe what she happened, what she did to you.
I don't mind everyone knowing. Why don't we do it as we set off? I'll get in.
Yeah, no worries.
I'd
We're
say
here to
that
help you.
I'd say that Elirr, not wanting to interrupt the conversation, probably sort of as you do it, as you say, has arcane knowledge. He probably sort of nods to you as you from a distance, as he would also have a fair bit of arcane knowledge in this instance. But yeah, everybody, do you all get on the cart to get going? Cool. As you all get on board, we then begin the journey on the second part of the adventure, down to the Grove of Luna. As you guys would have left this corner here, you start making your way down south. You know that you'd get about maybe 3/4 of the way before you need to take another break. So can I please have... let's have... I'm going to do a roll myself to see who's going to do it, unless someone specifically wants to do a roll. How many are you? 7? 6. Let's have Lon. Can I have you roll for me, please? A D20, a flat D20 roll. As
16 again, yeah.
with a 16, You arrive as you travel down to yet another broken bridge. Here, this one is over a canyon, a small ravine, so to speak. And Flanagan turns to you all and says, "Oh, sorry, lads, lasses. We've got another issue. There appears to be another bridge. I don't know who's sabotaging other bridges, but yeah. Do we want to go around it again, or do we want to go over it? I mean, I don't know how we're gonna get across, but I don't see other way but to go around it. It might add. God, I can't see the end of this. Might add 3 hours to our journey. Don't worry, I'll get you there in one piece, but we might arrive later in the day. Sorry, guys, is that all right with you?"
Of course. I mean, how else would we get across? It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure Diego can use a little bit more sleep.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Did you not sleep well?
What? Did you need me to do something? I was asleep.
I'll try to take it
No,
easy.
we don't need anything, Diego, and I will cast sleep then just to put it back on.
Cool.
Everyone in the wagon.
No, it's just a 5 feet little thing, and I'll position it so it's just Diego's in it.
I'd say that, yeah, Diego's probably sleeping next to Judge anyways, because they got on quite early. So yeah, it wouldn't affect Judge in this situation. And Diego, you are put magically to sleep because you willingly failed the check. As Flanagan leads you around the grove and adds 3 hours journey, but you're back on the path just on the other side of the bridge pretty much, as he doesn't want to stray too far into the forest. Can I please have another D20 roll, as it's now coming up to just after midday? As you guys have been traveling down the road, you've reached a corner here. I'm going to just do a roll, as we have Zell, can you please roll for me a flat D20?
A 19.
Roll for a fight.
With a 19.
Fight.
With a 19.
Dragon.
You guys can hear what sounds like thuds outside coming in your direction down the road. Does anyone try to take a look through to have a look?
I stand up through the opening and try to look.
Yep. As you do so, you see coming the other way what appears to be an owl bear with someone on top of it.
That looks interesting.
What looks interesting?
There's a bear owl thing with a person on top of it.
Pull me up.
Zelentrus.
Pick him up like.
Yeah.
As Zelentrus, you're now very obviously looking up ahead, and that you can see coming the other way appears to be a small gentleman atop an owl bear. The owl bear appears to be wearing some form of leather armor, as does the rider.
Do I recognize the leather armor from here, or
Can I have either a perception or investigation check here to see whether you would what you see?
Oh, investigation is much better for me.
Cool.
That's a 16.
As you investigate it, you can see that he has what appears to be a emblem on his side. It looks official. He looks to be looking over at you and has reins that are leading the owlbear. This gentleman appears to be part of a faction. Can I have, please, a history check from you?
A 17.
You recognize this emblem to be that of the Coalition, and this is likely one of their guards. As he comes over towards you, the halfling gentleman waves to the carriage.
As Zell recognizes this, he'll dip in and go, Coalition coming.
What?
The Coalition, they're a rider on an owlbear is approaching.
that a
Well,
bad thing?
We don't have problems, do we?
Well,
No one has any problems with the coalition here.
Zal puts on his cloak, pulls it up, and pulls up basically the scruff to kind of cover his face, apart from his eyes, basically.
No way you have problems with a group of people.
I have problems with basically any authority.
Yes, then why would you
What?
do such a thing? And Diego puts a pillow over his head.
But Zell, what are the chances that like a random rider recognizes you from anything?
Slim. Very slim. Such a small chance. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this anyway
Inside
to be
check.
on the safe side.
Terrible
I'm
idea, Zel.
inciting
Why would
this.
you do such a thing?
I want to incite both of them so fucking hard
Both
right now.
both Zelentrus and Diego? Can I have Diego please roll a deception check for me as well?
My -6, yeah,
Yep.
sure.
You guys, I would say anybody who's rolling insight check. So we have Judge, Sylas, Ashira. Anyone else? Mirabelle? No? Yeah. You guys can all tell that Diego looks nervous and a little bit uncomfortable. He's not telling the full truth here. He might be lying. I'd say that Sylas, you can tell Diego's definitely lying. You can also see, and you're the only one who can see this, Zelentrus is also he's clearly not telling the truth here. He looks very uncomfortable. But it's at this moment that you hear, all right, how's it going? You all right? Oh, hi there. Oh, yeah, oh, we're good. You're with Coalition? Oh, yeah, I am, yeah. What's a halfling like you doing out here? Oh, I'm grand. I'm just, we're going to the Grove of Luna, me and the adventurers here. Where are you from, anyways? Oh, I'm originally from Brimbleborough. Yourself? Me too. No way. Where? I'm an O'Hare. What are you? Oh, Thistlewood. Oh, it's great to see you. Well, best of luck to you. And to you. Take care. All the best to you. As the two halflings get along so well that, yeah, I'd say that you also can hear what sounds like, or maybe some sort of food being thrown over towards the owlbear from Flanagan.
Can I just put my head out through
Yeah.
the thing and look? I just want to
Yeah.
watch. I want to see what's happening.
Yeah, you would see that. Yeah, Flanagan on the carriage is basically thrown over towards the owlbear some food. The owlbear seems to regard him quite fondly. It's
wave
quite
at
a
the
nice
owlbear.
interaction. You wave to the owlbear. The owlbear sort of looks at you and goes, "Ooh, ooh, ooh." And he sort of, "Oh, how you going? Have a good one," and continues on. Just try to stay out of trouble, and continues on. Heard there's a broken bridge ahead, as you just see him going into the distance. Yeah, and Flanagan continues. But
back
yeah,
down.
this was a coalition member atop an owlbear, and I'll say,
That's so cool.
as you guys continue, you spot on your right what appears to be a large, almost like a big stone that's seemingly put at a crossroads. And what anybody with a keen eye would be able to see, if you were to stick your head out, it's that it's obviously a stone marker that's worn with age. It seems to have written runes on it. I'd say everybody can probably see that it's probably Elvish, but you can't really tell because it's too faded to read regardless. And as you continue along, you can hear the muttering of the carriage driver speaking to his animals. The occasional bump in the road is felt in the cabin. And you begin to get a very strong scent of pine and oak wood, sort of maple trees coming through the carriage windows. As you head towards the next crossing and take a right, he sees before him another point to stop off, where Flanagan says to you all, "Up ahead is another place we can go to. You guys good to stop?" As it's coming up to about 9 o'clock.
How far back is that stone thing that we passed?
Well, if you want to do something before you get to the next campsite, you can definitely.
I mean, I was gonna try to.
Yeah.
I can speak Elvish. I want to see if I can read it.
As you get to it, it's way too faded to read, but it does appear to have an arrow that points to the right and an arrow that points ahead. What you all would see is that there's almost an anvil marker pointing straight ahead down the road you're going to go down. And that's about it. But as you continue down, Flanagan says to you all, I think there's another campsite up ahead. I've used this one before on the way to Forge Heart. Are we good to call it here, guys? We're a little bit late, a little bit behind schedule.
Or, what did that, you seen that stone thing before back there? I mean, why was there an anvil pointed in this direction?
The anvil?
Something important down here? Yeah.
Well, if we continue down the road, you go up the hill, and there's the mines and Forge Heart Citadel. That'll be the anvil. It's elvish, dwarven city. They're known for their craftsmanship. It's a city. It's pretty big. Not as big as Sylvanthal, mind you, but it's built into the mountainside. Beautiful place.
It's the one where Sylas's anvil was made in.
You carry an anvil? Well, that's what's down there. And back there where the stone was, that's actually the route through to Aethria, if you were to take the tunnels to the rest of the continent. But yeah, the clearing is just up here. Yeah.
That's cool. I thought this was... Okay, I didn't know this was a bigger continent than what it was. Kind of cool.
Oh, it's massive. But yeah, as you guys come to it, you see before you a campsite. It's basically a little hill. I'd imagine you all arrived. You all set up your camp. Do you start to set up the camp for the night?
Literally, without even talking about it, he starts setting up Diego's tent.
Cool. As you guys begin to set up your camp, and I'll show you what it ends up looking like as we come towards the end of this session with the 7 of you in the camp, and Flanagan down by his little carriage here. But yeah, and that is where we call tonight's session. So thank you very much for bearing with us on our first journey outside the city. There's a lot of different dreams and things going on with lots of individuals. So going to be excited to see what happens tonight, but we'll save that for the next episode. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. Until next time, bye-bye.